Alright, how we doing?
We're playing some Jet Set Radio Future. This game is the sequel to Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio to some who are from an older generation. This game came out on I think it was a launch title for the Xbox original. Yep. This game was pretty sick. And I got this game because EBG Games or something like that, some weird like thing that was like it's a not subject. It was a vassal of a what do you call it? Of GameStop.
Tom, where's the pizza?
The pizza? You're not the pizza guy. I guess now I don't have to pay you.
Skull?
Prevents that from happening right out the gate.
What's also really weird about this game is that you start off playing as Yo-Yo.
I don't even get to explain like the backstory. You know what's weird about this game? It's like, oh, this game came out. I got it. You know, you know what's weird about?
What's weird about this game?
Now stop interrupting me. I'm gonna talk about how this game came out on Xbox Original. But I got it. I got a for Xbox Original on a sort of like this combo disc that is a bunch of like demos, but it's Jet Set Radio Future and then Sega GT 2003 or 2002 or something like that. And then a bunch of like demo videos for like other games like, oh, you gotta play Blinks, you gotta play like Shadow Cypher or something like that for Xbox. You gotta get it. It's all the rage. Just like the little commercial things for it. So that's fun and neat. And also, for whatever reason, was less expensive than just this game by itself. Weird. And I was looking at the time for, what do you call it? I was looking for Tony Hawk games. And I was like, oh, I got a Tony Hawk game. But I saw this and I was like, well, it's only 99 cents. Because this store is going out of style and out of service, whatever you call it. Out of business, there you go. The EBG games, whatever the frick, it's going out of business. Either got swallowed up by GameStop or is just being, you know, whatever the heck. But this is 99 cents and I was like, alright, sweet. I'm just gonna get this and a game. Because this is back when I was in like middle school, so 99 cents was something I actually had to scrounge and find. Like, I did not just have 99 cents lying around at all times. So it's like, oh wow, this is cool. Real tough, but let's see what you're made of. Well, let's start off nice and slow. Let's see how you can press A to jump.
Hey, you.
Grab air combo. So, yeah, that is how I end up with this game. It's just because I was looking for Tony Hawk games, and this game was just 99 cents. So I was like, oh, let's freaking go. And it was
Don't get cocky
awesome.
just yet. I fucking jumped 3 times.
Don't get cocky. This game is awesome. It's pretty sweet. And this was my introduction to Jet Set Radio as a whole. I'd never heard of it or seen it or anything about it before this.
Oh, fuck.
This is the first thing. And so this is the first game I played. And I was like, whoa, this game's sick and cool and freaking gnarly, dude. And whatnot. And it was only after I beat this game that I actually went back and I played the original, which is the only one you've played to this point.
Yes.
Well, to this point, I should say, you actually have
I've played a little bit of this game.
An hour, as you've described
like about an hour, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've not even slightly beaten this game.
Because Xbox does not have a good like emulating scene or anything like that. It's just notoriously bad, so not a lot of people have actually played this game unless you owned an Xbox original.
Exactly.
Then maybe you have seen it, but otherwise.
Oh, you need to graffiti something.
How to go graffiti something? You can. I think graffiti. No, I think it's just the talk thing. I don't freaking know. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's just the talk thing. So yeah, this game, the way it handles graffiti and all that compared to Jet Set Radio 1, is different system and all that whatnot. I like this system. It's different than most people. Than probably it's a big change. So I don't know. I just understand how most people might be like,
change,
huh?
Yeah.
What the heck? The first one I experienced, so I don't mind it at all. It don't do nothing wrong with me.
Where the fuck am I supposed to graffiti?
It's at, I think,
there it is.
The curve or something like that. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, you just hit the one of the trigger buttons. I don't remember which. I assume right trigger, and it does that. Yeah. Instead of you having to do like up, down, quarter circle forwards. Yeah, instead of you having to do like commands and whatnot.
The thing is, there are a few graffiti spots in the first game, like the smaller ones that do work exactly like this. It's just the bigger ones you have to actually like input commands.
The whole deal.
Those are health cans.
Right.
Do I want the health cans?
You don't need your health is full.
Is it full? Really?
Yes.
Can't even grab it.
Correct. Your health is full. You passed some up, by the way.
I know. I'm grabbing more.
All right, fair enough. I mean, you passed up some graffiti spot.
I know. I'm grabbing more. I'm grabbing.
I realized, I thought that's what you may have meant, but I was like, well, you actually went to go grab some cans to spray not some more graffiti spots, so let me make sure you didn't just think it was a graffiti can. Just because of the context, you know, I put rationality together, 1 and 2, and then I made it. You know, mathematics. But the question still remains, how are you?
How are we doing?
It's a great question.
Is it better to like tap the button a bunch of times, or is it better to hold it?
I've always just tapped it rapidly.
See, I'm not sure. I couldn't figure it out because like it felt inconsistent.
Does it work when you just hold it?
I don't know. Let me try from the other side.
I
only have
that.
one cam. I get more.
It's an idea. I don't remember it working that way, but maybe it does. Fair enough. But yeah, this game was sweet. And I only ever had like 5 total games for that Xbox original. And again, I got it, the Xbox original, after I got an Xbox, I'm pretty sure. Or did I? Which came first? Or no, yeah, I'm confused. It was the PlayStation 2 I got after I had a PlayStation 4. The Xbox original I got like, I think the year before I got an Xbox 360. Which in and of itself was old. Was old news at that point, but it was still pretty cool for me, and I still appreciate those consoles. So no, you're just supposed to press the B button currently.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You know, that's not what I was trying to do. So in Jet Set Radio 1, in original Jet Set Radio,
trying to do the
you can do
grind or whatever, the manual on like the sideways grind with the skates.
Yeah, you can grind backwards. Like you can do backwards trick jumps by flicking the stick back and then forward. I'm trying to figure out if you can do in this game. I can't tell.
I don't remember. I think it's just. Oh no, wait. You can like skate backwards. You just have to switch the way you're facing on a rail, I think. And then you can just, when you get off the rail, you'll still be going backwards, I'm pretty sure. I remember specifically because there's a backwards facing trick called Porn Star, because you're like this. You crouched over like that.
It makes sense.
Yikes. Low down on the streets too. You should tune in out of there if you want to survive. Wait, listen up, the show's about to begin. I read listen, but it said begin.
Hey,
and so that's why it came out really goofy.
Yeah, this is DJ Professor K, baby. The master of mayhem, know what I'm saying? Bring you another Tokyo Underground.
Really aged from the first game.
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio. I'm gonna bust into your head through your cute little ears and blow your mind with my sexy voice and out of sight sounds.
Jet Set.
Those who calling nosebleeds should keep those tissues handy, suckers. Tokyo is being oppressed by the Rokkaku Group, a mega enterprise headed by Rokkaku Goji. Rokkaku is using his money and influence to mess with everything. Industry, society, and even our culture. And he's even got his eyes set on City Hall. Lately, Rokkaku's been shaking down the government, passing that Rokkaku law crap, even buying off the police department. This law ain't nothing but garbage. It's just some selfish little punk's way of trying to show he's a big man. Rokkaku and his gang are trying to stomp out our culture left and right. They don't give a rip about our rights. All they care about is profit. And some spineless fools have already become flunkies in their diabolical scheme. You better believe they're listening in on this broadcast.
What's that guy? Is that Hayashi? Is that the...
It's the man.
Which is the one? What's the name of the guy from the first game?
These kids are set out to bury.
Trying to remember. I'm probably gonna get it wrong.
I don't remember either.
It's a different guy entirely.
The hottest team at the moment is the GGs.
The GGs. Good game. GG. A real cool lady leaves a trail of gum. Not forget the leader, self-styled genius who goes by the name of Korn. You can assume his taste in music. He listens to Korn.
That's true.
The attack on the record store on Chuo Street.
Oh no! They attacked a record store.
The mysterious blackout on 99th Street. And who should be following them around but the Rokkaku Group's watchdog, the Rokkaku Police.
The police.
Haha, the police.
The police.
My heart ain't pounded like this since my first date. I was so nervous, know what I'm saying? I forgot to wear my underwear, baby. This ain't the time to be sitting around sipping afternoon tea. Game's gonna start soon, and y'all gonna be the one making the plays.
Just Saints Row 2.
You'd be surprised how much this is just Saints Row 2, but in a different culture. And it's just a retelling, like when they did Romeo and Juliet, except it was modern day. It's kind of like that. But I gotta say, the whole having something on your forehead has not aged. It just doesn't look good. Not after Charles Manson did it. I don't think you could, you can't get away with that stuff anymore, I'll be honest. It just does not look right. Nonetheless, how we doing? Good job.
I don't get here. Ah!
Fair choice.
Well, now I'm not over there.
I'm pretty sure there's a set of, I think, wait, is there, I think there's just some way to get up there that's simpler.
I don't know, I've not been able to
swear.
find any way of getting up here, like, consistently.
Oh, there it is. There's a stairs to the right. There's a set of stairs. And go slightly left.
Oh, over there.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Fuck. Fuck.
No problem. I assume I did do that. I'll be honest, I'm on autopilot most of the times. Gonzaga Hill is a group. Gonzaga Hill is a GG territory. I heard there's some headphone wearing. Alright, let's go to Gonzaga Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Tight.
Tight. So yeah, this game is cool. I love it. It's great. It makes me happy. It's perhaps a bit more story focused than the original Jet Set, I think. To a degree. At certain parts, probably more than others, I don't know. But I think it's the same general thing. It's the same, a lot of the same, like, general levels, a couple of new things and changed up, you know, this and that, but...
Yeah, I like it. I had like a thought about like what this game is sort of like meant to like. It is sort of like meta-narratively represent. It's like supposed to be like a remix of the first game essentially.
Sure.
And that's why there's so many like remix tracks and all the characters like look different and stuff. I thought that was like an interesting way of looking at it.
That's very, yeah, it's all universe. In a way. Alternate timeline.
That's why, like, basically the same stuff is happening in this game.
So yeah,
like,
if you remember,
mostly the same plot, but like with different characters and slightly different stuff.
If you remember, the guy we're playing as is Yo-Yo. If you remember from us playing Jet Set Radio a while ago, Yo-Yo's a fat like nerd.
He's a fat-looking nerd, and here he's like a pretty boy anime.
Yeah.
Man. Anime man.
He is. He's a fat like nerd. Wearing like just a hoodie in the first game.
Well, he's got a hoodie still. But he doesn't have a green hoodie anymore.
Not really. He's a little bit different. He's definitely very remixed. Some characters are pretty similar, but have just remixed their names. There's also a little bit of slowdown in some areas. I don't really care.
I can tell.
It's never bother. It doesn't bother. Here's the thing. These things never bother me. I understand that they will bother some people, but I don't know. I don't care. It's just like this is a game on an old console. What do you expect? Go job. I think there's a soul to your right, maybe? That's fine, too. We'll go this way. Not there. We'd already passed at that point, but if you look up...
I don't think I can look
That's
up.
too bad. We'll just spray some of this and move on with our lives. A lot of these areas are generally designed to be, like, cyclical, the little circles and all that whatnot, so you can just run it several times over and all that whatnot. Instead of going back, you just come back again. It's sort of the way it's designed. It is what it is.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, this game's great though. I love it. I wish they would remaster it or just make a sequel to it. For the love of God.
Some way of playing this game other than on the original hardware and nothing else.
Something more that is Jet Set. If it is a now port of this game, I would be happy. This is the first one I played, so I'd love to.
Port of like the first game. I don't know why they haven't done this game.
I'm pretty sure it's mostly because of licensing and music and all that shit, but it's just like, come on. You did it for the first game. Like, you did it, like, come on. Why not? Like, what else, like, besides Sonic, how many bigger, like, IPs are there than Jet Set? Everything else is either, like, a little below it or tied with it.
Yakuza.
I always forget that Sega. I get you right.
Every time.
That's totally fair.
Every time
I always forget
you're
Sega.
having a Sega conversation and you're like, and someone brings up Yakuza, you're like, Oh right, I forgot that was Sega.
No one else ever brings it up, except for the people who know Yakuza. Whenever people are like, oh man, Sega, no one else ever does it. So I just don't think about it. I'm sorry, but no, that is totally a Sega property. That is totally true, and that is definitely one of their it's the second like poster boy I guess they have at the moment. Like the second one they're giving the attention, but like Nights into Dreams, like Crazy Taxi, like Jet Set, I'd say are probably all in the same like the same wavelength in terms of popularity. Yeah. They're known IPs, they're known quantities. I wouldn't say one is particularly like bigger than the next, but I'd say come on, show them some respect.
It's Beat. There he is.
A headphone wearing freak.
We're gonna go beat him up.
Yeah.
Where's the map? Do I see the map again? Oh, there we go.
That's how you do it. That's all there is to it.
Let me go. Let me free.
Okay, it's completely up to you, Ivy. You have to put in the work if you want to be free. I forgot this is where it starts. What are you looking at? Hey, beat it, pal.
He runs away immediately.
He beat it, pal.
He beats it, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta beat him in a race now.
It's not true.
Not true.
You just have to fall him for a while.
I keep thinking circle is interact.
It's not circle.
It's not even circle.
It is B. There's the B button, Ivy. Think of A as interact.
It's really weird because right bumper is usually the speed up button in Jet Set 1. And in this game, B is the speed up button. But like, it's like a turbo boost. You don't always want to use it.
It's just hyper boost, basically. It's boost. Not speed, I get in a way. Boost.
Yeah, you just kind of always go at max speed.
Yeah. Unless, of course, you don't want to.
Unless you don't want.
Unless you do this.
You just want to, you know.
Staying alive.
It is funny how he just kind of like moonwalks, but like this is how it would act. He's on rollerblades, so it does make sense.
Yeah. As someone who's rollerbladed, I understand this. I feel like actually, I wonder. I'm pretty sure this game actually is probably what got me and my sister and Danny into rollerblading.
Yeah.
It's also it's funny to think. There's a lot of games that I ended up showing my sister and Danny. Like they did not like care. I remember the first time they saw this, they were like, "Tom, what the heck are you playing? It looks stupid." Now they're even bigger than me into Jet Set. Like they're like even for like I can imagine at least at certain points in their life having cosplayed Jet Set Radio characters. I've never been that far, but I've always been a big fan. It's the same with, I think, Minecraft. I also, like, they saw me, they're like, you're playing Minecraft? And I'm like, I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm playing Minecraft.
I play Minecraft. I'm fucking playing Minecraft. What of it? And they're like, that game's lame. I'm like, nah, Minecraft's kind of cool, though. And now, they're even bigger into Minecraft than I. But I'm just trying to say that I'm a trendsetter, but...
It's true.
It is fun.
Tom liked it before it was cool.
It's true. At least it's cool to my friends. The two of them were often around me, one being my sister, the other being my neighbor.
That's true.
Go activate, go spray it, dude. We gotta save, let's go!
Yeah!
Woo! We can also now change characters.
It's true.
Keep going.
That's the save function. I believe this was the save file that I used. So I'll just save over this.
I've never played this game here, so just do it as you will. None of it means anything to me. I've never played any of my Xbox original games on my Xbox 360.
Just chucks it in the air.
Woo!
Let's go.
Wahoo! Yeah, we are now gone. But yeah, there's a couple of characters that just besides being remixed also have had their names changed, things like that.
Yeah.
Weird these and those. We'll get to them eventually. Korn, I think, being an immediate one.
Yeah.
His name was Tab, I think?
Yeah, it was Tab.
Yeah, it was originally Tab. Now it's Korn. And also, he is much more fit. Hope you won't regret it. Also going along with this being my first game, this version of Sneak Man is this game's version of Sneak Man, the Toronto mix. Definitely my favorite of them all.
That's interesting.
I don't think it's the one playing right now, but gotta say, love that one.
Because I find most of the remixes of this game, like I just don't like as much as the originals.
I think here's the thing. It's chicken or the egg. Whichever you saw first, you will like better.
That is true. That's 100% true.
That's generally what happens with that, I believe. Bold. So yeah, also if you'll notice the stats and all that, Gum has a much lower health bar. Hers like maximum health is way smaller than Yo-Yo's. Nevertheless,
but she is better party potential.
Neat. She can probably carry more like cans and stuff like that.
I believe she also
handling. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe she also has better handling from what I remember. The like few minutes that I played, I was like, man, she just turns better, and the game feels better now. Wow. Because like my initial like problem with the game, like at first I was like, man, the turning does not feel very precise like it does in the original. Like the original, like it is like difficult because of how precise it is. But like this game, I was like, oh, it feels weird. It's like I just don't have as much control over my character as I do in the original game.
Yeah.
So it takes some getting used to if you play the original.
Fair enough. Well, here's the thing. It's a different game. It was not trying to be exactly the same, and so there are those differences. It's like if you play Mario.
It also makes sense that they're like simplifying the controls in certain ways. Like the original game was difficult because it was precise.
Like
but it was also like the difficulty was built around the fact that it was so precise.
There's a degree though where it's just like, I think it's a fair criticism, but I also think it's an unfair criticism to some point where it's just like, as an extension, it's like you're not going to criticize like. So you'd be like, you know, if you're used to Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Odyssey might be, you know, take a little bit to get used to. It's like, no one's gonna say that. No one's gonna do that. Like,
I would say so. I feel like it's a fair comparison.
I don't know.
Like if
it's a different thing they're going for. Like if you played this, it's like if you just never played either, was it gonna take a little bit to get used to? That's the real, I think, like. The more fair of the two.
Like the original game is definitely going to take more getting used to if you haven't played either of them. But if you've played the original, I think this one takes some getting used to.
Those games are gonna heal.
All squads investigate immediately.
The cops are gonna be here any minute now. I'm gonna head over to your garage, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Cops are pretty hardcore. Just a beginner.
He's gonna fly like a butterfly.
He is indeed, but yeah, definitely. Yeah. This game, it's as I was saying earlier, chicken and the egg. Whatever came first, whatever Elder Scrolls game you played first is your favorite of them. If you played Oblivion first, you like Oblivion better than Skyrim. 90% of the time, like 98% of the time, you're gonna be like, nah, Oblivion was where it was at. Skyrim's all right, it was good. Oblivion was the stuff though. Like, you know, they'll never let it. You know, it just has not lived up. If you played Skyrim first, you're gonna be like, Oblivion's all right, but like. It's not Skyrim, you know what I mean? If you played Morrowind, maybe you will like Morrowind.
Why am I crawling?
You will always hate the fucking the skybirds. They will torment you in your dreams, but otherwise.
Ow, you fucking grabbed me. Well, now I can't get the achievement.
Well, good job fucking it up.
Yeah.
Get him.
Hiya.
Woo! I don't think you have to jump into him, but you can if you like.
I think it felt like I did, because like.
You just have to go with them at top speed.
Okay.
If you're going slow, they'll just grab you. What about Elder Scrolls Blades? No, but yeah, he does love Skyrim. Eventually another, I think Skyrim 2 is, you know, they haven't fully announced it. I think they might, but it's
Skyrim 2?
It's on its way, I'm pretty sure.
You mean Elder Scrolls 6?
Yes, Skyrim 2. They mentioned it a little bit, but if you look at the news, they've just gone ahead and they're now releasing another Skyrim edition, like the anniversary edition or something like that, where now there's fishing and like they took up like 200 or so mods and they've now like
integrated the mods.
That's a bunch funny. Of like because they had the official like mod thing that
they pay all the mod creators.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Good.
Like, well, they have the official mod thing that they run, the Bethesda Club, where you pay money for mods, and the money is given to the creators and stuff like that through Bethesda coins. I mean, they take a cut, obviously, through the Bethesda bucks. But like their thing does directly support them. You know,
teach you
people who are doing
basics.
stuff there, which is neat. They also have always tried to do that, where they tried to create paid mods on Steam for a little bit, and that definitely there was a huge backlash to when they did that.
It's interesting, considering how much effort mods take.
Yeah, people were not a fan of people charging money for mods. With Skyrim's with Skyrim and Valve teaming up to allow for that to be a thing, people got pissed, and whatnot. Which, you know, that's just human nature. Even if it's a little shitty, of some people to be like, but I want it because you know, why should I have to pay for it when I could have had it for free before? You know, but it's just human nature. It's like, I want it, so I want it. You know, can't stop that. Hopefully Starfield is good. We'll find out. Starfield's not going to be something that appeals to me, so it'll do as it will. It'll be fine for me.
Goldfish. Pump out.
Speaking of Starfield and games that are maybe a little hyped, I don't fucking know. I've just beaten Dragon Quest 11, and I'm thinking of starting another game. I'm thinking the next game I'm probably gonna play is what's the game? Oh, why have I just forgotten it? It is Cyberpunk 2077. Or no, it's just called Cyberpunk, isn't it? 2077. That was the board game version, right?
No, the video game is also called that.
Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077.
I guess.
That is, I think that's probably gonna be the next game I pick up and start
What
playing.
is E?
That is. What do you say? That's the thing you create. That's custom art. It's not an E. It's an arrow.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's custom art, whatnot that you can make.
Yeah.
I remember my sister drew a butt.
Very.
It's true. I got upset because I hated having to look at butts. There's like too many. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna play that game next because, I went on a big talk about it probably either last stream or the one before, where it's I've definitely talked with you, Ivy, about it. At the very least, where I'm just I have not played a game for the story and enjoyed it for the story, for the characters, for the world. I've not just enjoyed and appreciated any of that shit. Really was driven by any of that shit, I should say, not just appreciated. That really affected me and whatnot in a long time. Recently that streak has been broken. Dragon Quest 11, fantastic game. The characters, the story, the world, everything is so good. It's so great. I'm so glad I came back and replayed it. I've been having such a great time. I've now officially beaten it. Woohoo! Onto post-game content. Dragon Quest 11, so good. Highly recommend. It is phenomenal. I love it. They're not. They actually have masks on. Wouldn't you know? They're not showing their ugly faces.
It's funny.
They're very conscious about it. They're very, not just self-conscious, but they're actually conscious of other people. They're like, well, our faces are ugly, so we'll just put on masks and then, then maybe we'll be accepted in society. Jump from the bench over there. Give it a shot.
Oh. Right car.
You can do it, Ivy. I believe in you. But what's it talking about? No, yeah, Dragon Quest 11, phenomenal. I'm so glad I came back and I've replayed it because genuinely, I really care about those characters, that world, the story. It really got me and interested. And, that's not something that's happened with a video game for me in so goddamn long. And even a game that was interested in the story I was talking about earlier. I talked about Silent Hill 1 and 2, but that's just because I'm I want to know what the hell's going on and why. Not really. It's a different investment. Whereas I really care. I'm really passionate and interested in these characters. I want to know what happens to them. I want it to end up well. I don't want I can't say I really gave a shit what happened to Harry in Silent Hill 2 or whatever the guy's name was from Silent Hill 1. I can't really say I cared what ended up of him. But I was just curious to see what's the justification? Why is this happening? Which I don't think is a real fair comparison for the story being good and all that stuff. But just I want to know why. I'm curious now and all that stuff. But this game, Dragon Quest 11, oh my god, I'm so glad I came back.
What is that?
This is you got a new song you can add to your the songs you play at the garage.
Wow.
Yes. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that is. There's one in each area. What?
God, I keep jumping over the thing.
I've noticed. I've been really enjoying it. The next game I want to play, another game I've heard is great for story, and reminds me of Skyrim, is Cyberpunk 2077. I've talked about it, how like a lot of people got like just looked at it like, oh my god, I just can't play it. All the bugs and issues. I'm like, the bugs and issues are what bring that game to life for me. I'm so interested. In the garage where I feel home, the Weezer song.
This game is real. Yeah, it's very relatable game.
But yeah, I really want to play that game next. I think I have. It says it's gonna take about 17 hours for it to download on my computer, cause like 60 like gigabytes or some shit. So I have to decide like one day when I'm going to work, and then when I get home, that I'm just gonna be having that go on, I guess. So yeah, Cyberpunk funny. That'll be a thing.
It's definitely a funny game.
I'm like, I want to play it because I'm like, I looked at it and my first impression was like, this is like, it has the charm of Skyrim, where like the bugs and glitches and issues are funny. They're genuinely funny. They're not just stupid. It's not like you could do it wrong, where the bugs are bad and it's like, oh, the game crashes and it's not fun. But it's like, or you can just do it fun, where people just are supposed to be driving on a road, but are just driving on a sidewalk and then swerve onto the road and then fly into the sky. And then come back down and crash and explode, and then everyone in the vicinity just goes like, "Ooh." I'm like, I love it. I love that. I enjoy it. That's like, those are fun glitches and bugs. Like, there's games that just, the bugs are just, I don't know, boring, or, you know, again, the game just crashes or soft locks, which is, you know, that's no fun. But, yeah. Like, the way it, like Skyrim, I've never had it crash when I wasn't modding it.
Makes sense.
Like,
the game they released, it should be stable.
Well, open world games are notoriously like problematic for that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have had issues and stuff like that. I've never had a problem, and even when modding it, I've had it crash like, as I could count on one hand. I've had it crash 3 times total, even when modding it. Skyrim. It is a surprisingly stable game, I will say.
But can I just... Oh, this is just an infinite. That's so free.
It is infinite.
Huh.
You're not really gaining anything by doing this. You're not achieving or accomplishing much.
Does it not give you points for grinding?
Does it look like it is?
I don't see any points.
Correct.
What's going on?
You're not getting points for grinding. You get points if you do tricks.
Oh, that's where you get points. Okay,
see, there you go. Now you see the points?
Yeah.
Now you got the points.
Now it makes sense. Where the fuck are the graffiti? Where's the graffiti?
Couldn't tell you. You can look on the map if you want.
I can't. What I really want is I want to get up there and get that soul.
Well, then go do it.
Oh, I will.
And remember, you have super boost.
I forgot, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm not surprised at all. Actually, yeah. You don't know. You don't even need it.
Oh, okay, cool. I completely overshot it. Oh,
yeah.
Probably another one on the other side of that bus.
Possible, very possible. But yeah, Cyberpunk, I've also, besides it like reminding me like of Skyrim in that beautiful way where it's just like, oh, fun. Fun problems. I've heard it has a fantastic, like just a really great story, and I've seen a little bit of the story, and I was really impressed by what I saw of the story and the characters, so I'm genuinely like really interested and kind of like, I'm like, ooh, this might be fun. This might be cool, because I'm hoping I'm gonna have a little renaissance of games, because I have not like cared about video games that much in a while. I'll be 100% honest. Like, video games have not done
Says the video game streamer.
Correct.
Very funny.
I don't actually play most of the games on the stream, in fairness.
That is true.
Maybe I would enjoy some of them, but I just don't end up playing them. But I mean, like, a lot of the games I put them down after like I pick them up for like a week and I put them down because it's just like, nah, it didn't grab me. Like it didn't hold on to me.
She just overshoots it every time.
We'll just jump later.
So hard. You mean jump earlier?
Well, you can do that too.
If she's overshooting it, I need to jump earlier.
You can jump earlier or later when you're lower down, and you have a little bit less height.
Yeah.
I think.
Aha. Fuck.
See, later. But yeah, it's a unique scenario in which you can do this because it is a sloping,
Fuck. Fuck.
I think it would have still taken you where you need to go, nevertheless. But
I think it would have. But
those are my current plans.
Oh, this is solid. Okay.
Yeah, I do just have to make the decision that I'm now going to, of the 160 like gigabytes left of my computer, divert 60 gigabytes to that game specifically, to Cyberpunk specifically. So that'll be that. Also, one of these days, maybe I will actually have you install my,
your fucking hard drive, so you can actually,
HDD.
so you can actually have some storage space. On your
A little
computer.
bit more storage space again, or like terabyte or something like that.
You've got a terabyte of storage that you're just not fucking using.
It's just I've been using it as a coaster, but just not for my computer. And it's just been sitting on my desk for over a year at this point. It was a year back in April. that I'd owned that and not put in my computer for a year as of April, mid-April. It is now September, mid-September. So that's fun.
Yeah, I'm coming over later this week and fixing this because this is now really bothering me that this has gone on this long.
I'll appreciate it. I feel like I'm worried it's become outdated by this point.
It's just a hard drive.
I
How
know.
did it become outdated?
I don't know. I'm just worried that like me having it there, I'm like, it's probably airtight and all that one out with like salt to keep it like good.
What are you keeping it in? It's just in its box.
Original
still, right?
packages,
Yeah.
original like little packaging.
Yeah, it's still
not
in
like
the
a
box.
box, but like a packaging, a sealed
okay.
packaging.
Yeah, it should be fine then. As long as you didn't fucking like, I don't know, put a magnet on top of it or something.
Not that I don't think I own magnets anymore.
That's
I
good.
remember I had 2 magnets I could play with. Gonna go with each other. They're like sort of like,
There's a
torpedo shaped
so many
in a way, I guess.
over here.
and so they just like hit each other at weird angles and go make loud noises when they collect. I could just throw them and whatnot. Go, zzz, zzz, zzz. It was fun. That was the time of my life when I was a kid. Was playing with those magnets. Playing with Russian magnates.
Oh my goodness.
Russian oligarchs who were oil magnates. How the times have changed. I mean, what have you been up to?
I've been up to
Did you ever play magnets when you were a kid?
play magnets.
Play with
Play
magnets?
with magnets. I definitely had magnets that I did play with.
You didn't have a childhood.
What? Because I didn't. Because I play with magnets.
How you doing, Ivy? What you been up to recently? Just answer the question.
I've been just speedrunning and doing nothing else basically.
Yeah, it's good
a
though.
safe one.
You did a little stream thing. That's very fun.
That is true. I did one.
What is happening? Why is that going fucking mental? Why is that going wild every time? I don't understand that.
Why is what going mental?
The names on the map.
I don't
Why is it
know.
going mental? Is one of the sticks strange? I don't understand if that's a feature or not.
No, this is what the right stick does.
What about
No,
the?
I didn't even know that.
What about
that
the
did that.
D-pad? Could it be the D-pad?
D-pad?
Like, why is it going mental? It's been bothering me this whole time. How the names are just fucking having strokes. How you doing, Penguin?
Wait, I'm actually trying to I'm trying to figure this out. What is actually happening?
Like, I don't know. It's been doing this the whole time. I've been like, that's strange. I'll bring it up, but you're only here for like a second. So I'm like, I have to say something. Slow
seems-
down.
Yeah, no, it has to do something with like either the D-pad and the stick are both doing something because they both control the menu.
Yes.
That's so weird.
Yeah. It is weird.
There must be like a weird dead zone in the
Yes.
control stick that's fucking up.
Well, that's
Oh,
right.
well, now it's gone.
We can return back to the game. That was just something that's been bothering me this whole time. How you doing?
I had not noticed at all. How we doing?
How you doing? Stoof. But yeah, those are my plans. Ivy, I have a question.
Yes.
Has there been any games you've been wanting to play in your life? You're gonna go down.
Any games that I've been wanting to play that I haven't played?
Not even just like on stream, but like, has there been any, like, how have games been for you? You don't do a lot of video games.
I don't know. Like I have just like not cared about like new video games or like playing new video games or anything
Exactly.
in like a while.
That's what I was talking
Like a
about
long
too
while.
earlier.
And like I don't know. It's, like there's like no games that are coming out that are new that are interesting me, other than like not Elder Scrolls.
I can't wait for Elder Scrolls. Oh boy,
Yeah,
I did not expect that out of you.
No. Like I'm just waiting for like Elden Ring at this point. That's like one of the only games of fucking like looking forward to, and like Halo Infinite, and like those are the 2 games that I'm like, all right, these are games that I'm gonna play when they come out.
Odd statement. I think maybe because of Sekiro, I'm like, I'll get Elden Ring when it comes out. I'm not super interested. I'm not like hype train, like, oh, I can't wait. I'm like, we'll see. I was disappointed once, so I know they're not impervious
No,
anymore.
the thing is, like, Sekiro was...
A lot of people liked it, but it just didn't do much for me.
That is true. Like, for me, it was mostly because the combat sucked, and also, like, just...
Same thing as I've said, just no
like,
investment in story or characters or anything.
There's like no options for like customization or anything. You basically are playing the same game every time, and the tutorials are fucking incessant, and I hate them. At least in the beginning, so it just makes replaying the game really obnoxious.
And of course, like, this is stuff that's relevant for the fact that they made Dark Souls, so there's some judgment, like, in comparison, like it's a Dark Souls game. It's not trying to be that, it's a different genre and stuff, but, like, it is still, like...
From the gameplay that we've seen, it looks like much more similar to Dark Souls, with, like, some elements of Sekiro.
I haven't watched the gameplay, I don't think so. But that's cool.
Which, you know, it looks more up my alley, and also just, like... fuck!
Well, that's a thing to do.
That's not the interact button!
No, it's not. We just spray paint this guy's back.
I'm gonna need to do that anyway.
We just get some practice and just stretch the muscles.
Wait, how does he do, like, the flip on the side? He,
Just
like, did a
trick button.
turnaround. Is it just a button dedicated to tricking?
It's I think probably like Y or X. I think it's Y. I assume,
The
right?
button I haven't been pressing this whole time.
You can only do it a couple times if you're at full speed.
Yeah, I turn around by pressing Y.
Okay, yeah, backwards is Y. I remember that much, and then I think X is tricked probably then. Nevertheless, I was talking about it earlier too.
So this is how it works. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's almost porn star. Is that? No, I think that's in something else.
Well,
I think that was called.
oh
like,
fuck!
Well, that's an awful day. But as I was saying, yeah, I was talking about it earlier. Like, just modern games, nothing has really interested me. Where it's just like really like caught by any games. Where it's like, oh man, I can't wait to see this. I'm super interested. Except for like, I am pretty interested about Elder Scrolls 6. We don't know anything about it, but like, I really enjoy like the Elder Scrolls series for the most part, and I love Skyrim. It's my favorite game of all time. So I'm curious to see how that turns out very much. But you know, we'll see it when we do. We've really, for the most part, seen nothing of it so far, other than a thing that says Elder Scrolls 6, and that is all. It's like a 30-second trailer. Funny shit back to
Oh, someone told you how to play Bayonetta correctly?
That is good.
That's good. I saw you were struggling with it a bit.
But I was checking it. I remember that.
I feel like the keyboard controls probably didn't help much, considering it is a game with combos and stuff. Or I don't know, because like it looked like there was like mouse inputs that were like involved. It was like that seemed very imprecise.
Smash E. Gotta smash E. Gotta get those points. I don't remember what the term was.
I don't know. There was something going on there.
Some things like that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what a
like
fun guy.
Yeah, like just using like moving the mouse as inputs seems so imprecise for anything but camera movement.
But no, yeah. Back to say, I just really have not been interested by games like, I don't know. Like I used to be able to even follow like studios, but it's now like, Rockstar. Like if they release a game, I'll look into it. I don't know if it'll really be for me. Like, Fifth Cell, they haven't released anything great in a while. That's really got me.
Well, okay, that's probably fine then.
Fifth Cell, they were the ones who did like Scribble Knots and like Drawn to Life. They haven't done anything really like down my alley. Or the Run Roo Run was fun on. That was a whole thing on the. Yeah, there is combo or whatever.
Combo. Where's Cube though?
That comes much later.
Much later?
Yeah.
They're just not having combo and Cube. It's only combo.
They're also having what's his name as the main character, so I don't know why we're questioning.
Yo is definitely the main character.
So I don't know why we're questioning anything.
Even though Beat is the one on the box art and everything. Where the fuck is he?
There he is. Now we know.
There he is. I figured it out. I think this is as far as I played before stopping.
It is GTA 5 Online if Rockstar does release a game. It's very true. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. That or, you know, it's more Red Dead 2 online, but even still, I don't think that really caught on as much as GTA 5 online for this reason or that. But I don't know, it just hasn't gripped me quite as much. Like, there's been a lot of stuff that I've liked, like the old GTAs. GTA 5 even was alright, though they did the Warriors, Bully, those, you know, they had a lot of great games. Others, you know, Bethesda, like, they are, you know, now doing more publishing than developing themselves for the most part, but they're published, like, lots of, like, they published, there's actually a game coming out, I totally forgot to say, that I am kind of interested in as well.
Oh, fuck.
It's called Deathloop. It's by the people, by Arcane, and it's being published by Bethesda. And Arcane, for people who don't know, they're the people who did Dishonored and Prey. You know, the Dishonored series and Prey, I should say. And so I really loved Dishonored 1. I loved the DLCs for 1. I played 2, it was alright. You know, didn't quite grip me as much, and then Death of the Outsider didn't do as much, but I still like I still respect the studio and all that, whatnot, so I'm very excited because I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is kind of like a lot like Dishonored, where it's just like, you have Dishonored, but now guns, and
What gun?
the world is in a death loop and stuff like that, and every time you die, or whatever, it's like Groundhog's Day or whatnot.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day. But you are killing people and people are trying to kill you. So that's fun. I think that'll be cool. I just found out about it like 2 days ago because I like restarted Steam or downloaded a new update for Steam. So it's like, hey, here's some news. It does the thing where it pops up. I was like, oh yeah, I forget it does that. Oh, that's right. She just has upskirts as a general thing. I forgot about that.
I don't know why. It's very weird.
It's Japan.
It's just not like that in the first game, which is why it's strange.
She's the Amy Rose of this. But
She's Amy Rose.
it's true.
It's true.
She's just missing a hammer, and the fact that she's a hedgehog.
It's true.
Those are the main differences. I'm gonna be team from now.
Combos joined.
Combo.
Combo.
HQ to all squads.
HQ to all squids.
Meeting near Shibuya Terminal.
There's a report of squids near Shibuya Terminal.
Squids.
What a twist. But yeah, that's something I'm genuinely interested in. It's coming out in like 2 days or something like that, and I was like, huh, what the heck? Like, there just has not been like AAA games I've given a hoot about that's really like interested me in a long time. I don't know if it's like COVID slowed things down for a lot of studios, which is very possible. Or
But like even for like indie games, there's not been anything.
even
coming
for
out.
Nintendo, there's not been
even
anything.
Nintendo,
Like,
there's nothing
like,
interesting.
we're gonna re-release Zelda, you know, the freaking Legend of the Whale or whatever, Legend of the Fish, whatever I called it that time.
Legend of the Fish.
I still don't remember what it's called. Awakening, that's what it is. DX. But they're like, oh, we'll re-release that, and we'll make it, you know, this interesting, some odd, like, you know,
Whoa, he's got a
graphic
gun.
style. Yes. Hayabusa, I think is that his name? Kobayashi. That was the guy. That was the guy who ate the hot dogs. Try boosting into him, I'd say.
Oh, you're right.
Not into the electric fence.
I'll be completely honest. I keep forgetting the boost is even a feature.
That's why I'm here.
That's true.
I'll keep you on the straight and narrow. Don't worry. But that said,
Fuck. Need some help.
it'd be nice. You could also spray those guys while you're on it.
Wait, is there no health? Where's the
Try
health?
try going to the right, looking in that that dip over here. There you go.
Ah, here we go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Hell yeah.
Don't waste it. That's fine too.
Just pop off.
I'm like, from how you're doing, I'd say probably best to save, but sure, why not? Honestly. But I was talking about games. Like, studios, I don't really follow studios. Like, even Nintendo. Oh, they're redoing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. But like,
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't care. I like the original just fine.
I like the original aesthetic a lot better.
Yeah, also I think they just
you know,
look better.
Like, they redid Emerald and, or they didn't do they did redid Ruby and Sapphire, which I liked Emerald better, so that was a one reason. But also just like, I don't know, you know, it just didn't do much for me. So I'm like, I don't think it's gonna do a lot. Like, I replayed Diamond and I had a great time, but like, I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna appeal too much to me. This one, and the graphics aren't doing much for me. I don't know. I don't feel like Nintendo's heart's been in it for a little bit. Like, the only like real like Nintendo things are the ones Nintendo's published, but a different studio's done, like, where games where the heart's been in it.
Get off.
Like, again, like Dragon Quest and, like, what's the Monolith Soft thing? What's it? Monolith. Xenoblade. There you go. Like, those games, I feel like their hearts have been in it. Like, they've really been, you know, doing some and working, you know, giving it their all. But, like, Nintendo have just been, like, I feel like they just haven't really been trying for a little bit.
Well, yeah, the Switch just makes so much money that they don't even need to try.
I don't know, like, they had, like, even ARMS had a lot of charm to it. Like, Splatoon had a lot going for it visually. Like, they just haven't, like,
well, they put a lot of effort into at the beginning because the Wii U was just terrible. They needed to get they needed to get like back public faith, and then once they got it back, they just stopped caring because they're like everyone loves our console because it's so cool and innovative.
If you make more games, more consoles sell though. But like, come on, like I just don't get it.
It's just like the Switch sells. So they're just gonna keep pumping out a bunch of bullshit.
They're just gonna pump out Switch instead of games. Like,
yes, pretty much at this point, honestly.
Like, come on, make more games. That's all I want.
Like Mario, so like Mario Kart 8, right? Mm-hmm. It was a game that came out in like 2014.
Sure.
It is one of the best-selling games on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like we're never gonna get a new Mario Kart game at this point because they're just gonna keep fucking releasing Mario Kart 8.
Yeah. They, in recent years, they have started taking pages out of like other companies' like books and started being like a little not sleazy, but just like more the video games industry.
What the fuck's happening over there? Houses were flickering.
There's a mysterious power outage, Ivy.
Uh-huh.
What's his name?
When he loses it, there ain't no telling who he'll shoot at. I mean, he's crazy. Check this out. Just the other day, he freaked out and trashed a patrol car. And why, you may ask? Because one of his subordinates went to buy him his favorite mint candy and came back with coffee flavor instead.
Oh
What's
no.
up with this fool?
Had Gardettos?
I have not.
No?
Is that a God of War themed cereal?
Are they Gardevoir Doritos?
If so, I still have definitely not had them.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, either way, I've definitely not had them. What the heck are they? Are they good? Chex Mix without the checks. I've not even had Chex Mix really.
I don't remember the Chex Mix, to be honest.
It's a bunch of like trail mix type of like, sort of cereal things in a way. It's fun.
Okay, you just
but, like
so
you know, it's not
move
not
forward
my big
and press.
thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, now this game is awesome. Now I can go back.
Now we can just look at boobs for all eternity. Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
That was Ivy's real prerogative.
No, I just love doing this in the original game because it's really funny.
Gotcha. Good save. What was I even? What the hell was I talking about?
I was really
the games industry. I was just harping on the same points over and over again for the most part. So yeah. Still feel like I have so much more to say, but I know I will just repeat myself ad nauseum until I actually remember them. So, is there anything you want to say? I guess you mentioned like a little bit. Yeah. There's just been one or two things recently that have appealed.
Yeah. Also, like all the games that I have been looking forward to from like indie studios have not fucking come out at all. Like Hollow Knight Silk Song has had a Steam page for like 2 years and has not come out yet.
The DLC or a sequel?
The sequel.
Cool.
Oh, you can do it in midair. That's cool. Oh yeah.
Nice, yeah. Well, fair enough, but yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I was just insanely pleased with like Dragon Quest XI. Like that's done a world for me, and then maybe it's just I'm in a better mood and just less like pessimistic.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go right now? Oh, tell me, please.
Talk to Combo. Maybe he'll say a thing. I don't fucking know.
That's a good point. Combo.
Got any advice? Hey, why go out with a dog? There's only one thing I hate more than dogs, and that's goldfish.
Oh no.
Okay, he's gone down in my books.
He hates dogs and goldfish.
His character has gone down a little bit in my books. At the very least, he was never my favorite, so, you know. My favorite was always Yo-Yo, because he's the main character. I'm a simple man. What was I talking about?
Dragon Quest 11.
Great game.
Dragon-
Has probably, I think it's put me in a good mood recently. Again, I think I actually talked about it with you.
Fine. Why? I hate the boost. I hate it so much. It's so confusing.
It is on the B button.
It is on the B button. That's why it's weird.
That's the button. It's a button you don't press for any particular reason. Well, no, it's a button you only press for a particular reason. A button is the one you could press just for the hoots and hollers. I'll have you know, but just 2 to the head just in case.
Just 2. Why not?
Man, those Poison Jam freaks are freaks. Games have been just not super interesting. I haven't really cared much about like indie games in a while because like now like Steam has been for a while so overflooded with games that it's like no quality control, so I don't have any faith in indie games anymore. Like I'm just like, well, this game might just be like, what are you doing? You're just trying to get upskirts or something?
No.
What are you doing then?
Messing around with the jump physics and seeing if it works the way I think it does. I don't know if I don't think it does, but it seemed like it for a second.
I have no clue, but that's nice.
Also, all I need to do to get an upskirt is that.
You're welcome. But indie games even like have not appealed to me in a while because I'm just like, it's so hard to trust that. It's only when I like go on Steam and I see it's like overwhelmingly positive. I'm like, okay, so like I know
So
like
this is a game.
if there's enough like
that people
reviews
are
on it.
playing.
Yeah, if there's enough reviews on it, I'm like, okay, so I know that there is quality. It's not just like a good idea that's like even still like there's a lot of in progress like unfinished games that are just like got lots of reviews because YouTubers or VTubers are playing it. Gonzaga Hill.
I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go or not.
Well,
this is over here.
Just go and you'll see where you can and can't go if you go to like the borders. So you'll figure it out. But
I think there's a fucking like map.
yeah, there is.
Fuck. No!
What are you doing?
There's the one. That's what I wanted. Okay.
Oh, we have to go 99th Street. Okay, that's from the garage. Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to the garage.
Now we know.
I'll explain it where it is in the garage. Well, I mean, you could also probably look at the map, but. Oh, I love that song. Okay, go left. Me and Danny had a whole thing we do. You can just go wherever you want to. You'll eventually end up there.
You said go left.
You did. You just waited a while and then just went sort of like.
I
so
had to think about it for a second.
So, yeah, up here and now left, backwards.
Rokaku Hideout? What?
Rokaku Dai Heights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's the slums. It's up there. Go, just keep going straight.
Oh, it's over here.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's up here.
Okay.
Rokaku Dai Heights. It's one. That is one of the places in Jet Set Radio original. I don't remember which one is.
Very nice.
There's Shibuya Cho. It's the Poison Jam place, I think.
Ow.
Benten Cho. That's right. It's not this place. It's not Benten Cho either. I just remember these are the different places. It's the one show I can't remember the name of. But
Oh, that's the spirally thing that you grind down. It plays a cutscene every single time.
maybe it does. I don't remember. Sure.
Well, not in this game. I don't know. I don't know if it does the same thing in this game. I just remember that's what the set piece is from the first game.
Nice. Gotcha.
Because it's the same area. Is what it looks like.
I assume it's yeah.
Yeah. Now this is completely new territory. I have not seen any of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why there's so much slowdown right now.
So this area does have a bit of slowdown. It just does this. So I think it gets better as the game goes on. I think because we're just coming here, there's some stuff they're doing or something like that.
Squadron commander to all personnel. The youths have been spotted in the area. All personnel await instructions.
There's a lot of moving parts, I guess. I don't know, but I feel like it's not as bad.
That's a long fall.
Well, you missed out on the long and the fall, so all right, good job. But yeah, I don't know. I was saying indie games. A lot of the times, like, there's cool indie games that I've even bought and whatnot that I saw YouTubers play when I was younger and more influenceable. And they just never really, those games just never got finished, you know? So I'm like, now I'm just skeptical of them to a degree. And because Steam no longer has, like, quality control, like, I really have to be confident, really confident on a game. Like, an indie game before I buy it, because I'm just like, well, I've no, like, it's hard to trust and have faith in it anymore to a degree. And then, you know, AAA games just have not been up my alley. Like, have not been doing anything that's been like interesting to me in a while. And whatnot. I'm gonna turn on your fucking
air conditioning. I can't see anything. I'd love to see something. Why does the camera do this? Oh my god.
VTuber. When you find a new VTuber.
But she won't show you for 5.
That's not even the part. I only care about the part where he says, when you find a new VTuber.
It is funny the way he says it.
I love that guy. He was great in Under the Dome, which was only great for 1 season, and then wasn't a very good show at all after that, but I watched it with my mother because there's nothing to do.
Backwards? Why'd she jump?
If you jump off without, I guess, holding the direction or something like that, you'll just go, woo! You flip dip off. But
Flippy dip.
He was also good in Breaking Bad, but I did not watch that show, but I just...
yeah, he was good in Breaking Bad.
You can see your speed going down, do some tricks. Keep going.
Oh, if I don't have max speed. Okay, and that's what that gauge is at the bottom. I had no idea what that fucking was.
Mm-hmm. You figured out of your own accord, but I'm like, let me figure you out sooner. So why the heck not?
Whoa!
My head's spinning.
Whoa! My head's spinning.
That's not what he sounded
That's not
like.
at all what he sounds like.
That was not
Whoa!
Tails.
My head.
Whoa! My head is spinning.
It's
That's not Tails.
Whoa!
That may be your own original character, but it is not Tails.
Character.
I'll tell you that much.
Blales. He's like Tails but blue.
Squadron commander to all
And
personnel.
I'm not Sonic, I'm our original character, Blonic. People should really get their facts straight. This is a fun YouTube video.
Yeah.
You know, Joe. Good stuff from when I was younger. Love that guy.
Fine. They just kind of like fall.
Yeah.
They don't even like.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
They disapparate and all that. Yeah.
Just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck am I?
Well, now you know.
Oh, I don't know.
You're in this this section of 99th Street.
I don't know what this is about. Wait, what? You need a backflip?
You ground backwards off it. If you hit like vertical things.
Oh, I can grind all that.
If you grind at a vertical thing, you'll usually go down and not up it. Is typically the case. So jump on from there and you'll be fine.
Ouch! Ow! It's shooting at me.
Correct. That is true. Because it is a spotlight pointing guns at you.
It is true.
Indeed. I don't know. Game has just been sort of like, I feel like it's just been a rough spot, but like, for a little bit I had like the emulator, so I was able to replay Emerald and replay Diamond, so that was like really fun. Cause,
What happened to it?
What'd you say?
You said for a while, but you didn't.
Oh, I just haven't been interested in those games in a while.
Okay.
They just haven't been doing much for me. And really, I don't know, it hasn't really been speaking to me. The emulator is still a thing I'm not super duper comfortable with. Like, using an emulator. Because I'm just like, even though I own the thing, I'm just like, I know like it's a bad boy thing, and I'm not a bad boy. Like, I'm a good boy who follows the rules. And I know they get mad, so I'm like, I don't do it. Like, I'm still pretty like cautious about. I've like expanded my repertoire a little bit more. I have more than 5 games now at this point. But I'm hesitant to just like go like, you know, full hog and just hog wild with it. With emulator and stuff like that, because I'm like, I don't know, I just don't feel good about it. I just don't like it. I don't judge anyone for doing it because I think it's a normal thing at this point to a degree, but
pretty normal.
If it gets taken down, people complain. I might judge you like, come on.
Like they legally cannot take down the actual emulators themselves. It's just the ROM hosting sites. Because the ROM the illegal ROM acquisition is the problem.
Correct. And I understand, I understand the methods of people being upset. It's just like, well, I had this for free, and I could have it for free, and now I can't, so fuck you. Like, I understand that. It's just human nature.
That's not what really anyone is upset about.
Some people will say principles, but I feel like there's a bit of that too. I'll be 100% honest. I will always doubt people's good intentions when self-interest is also can easily be, you know.
The thing is, like, the problem with so many, like, games that people, like, the reason people emulate games, or a lot of people emulate games, is because it's inconvenient to play it on its original hardware. And, like, Nintendo specifically makes it very difficult to play games on their original hardware a lot of the time.
Just why?
They just or like play games
Did
without
the consoles like break or something?
Or it's not even like the consoles are like hard to acquire in the first place, and two, like they just don't make any ways of playing the games other than like the original hardware and nothing else, because they just
with the exception of like they do a lot of like virtual console type stuff. And
they used to do a lot of virtual console stuff.
They did that on like since the what do you call it, what's the console?
The Wii?
The Wii, yeah. With the Wii, well, there wasn't that much, like, there's a little bit of bringing stuff back, but, like, the Wii, 3DS was one that had a lot of, like, little, like, things being brought back to the eStore and all that whatnot.
Yeah, but they've kind of, like, just stopped doing that pretty much in, like, the past few years.
Maybe they have, but I don't know.
Hey, there's another, like...
There's also, like, and that's fair, there's a group of people who are doing it, like, not nobly, but like not with, it's not even with malice or anything. But, like there are the people who are just like, well, I just want it for free, and so I'm not gonna like bother trying to buy, like I'm not gonna bother like buying a copy of it, even if I have the thing. I'm just like, I'll just get it for, I'll just pirate the game, like that sort of equivalent, but with the emulator, which I'm like that. I'm like, I can't support that, but like I understand, like there's a degree where it's just like, oh, this is that.
This is an old game. Why do I have to pay for it? Sort of mentality.
Like I don't stand by that. I'm like that's like, come on, that's ridiculous.
I can go to first person. Huh. Where the fuck is this like giant?
So that's
it's like on top of one of these buildings.
Yes,
somehow.
That's a graffiti soul.
Wait, that's a soul?
That's a graffiti soul. I believe. I believe. If I remember correctly, that's what that is.
I didn't know they showed those on the map.
Yeah, they do. That's how you're supposed. Otherwise, it'd be pretty difficult to find them all.
Well, they don't show them on the map in the original game. It was difficult to find them all, and even to get them, even if you knew where they were.
Streamlining. It's not the original game. This is, they've.
I know.
They've
it's hard for me not to make comparisons, just because I've played the original game so much.
I mean, like you can make comparisons, but like it's always gonna be like this is a fair like. Oh, but it is different, like,
So, how do I want to go
So, I'd say, go this way.
Yeah, this seems like the right way.
So, you're gonna find a billboard probably, you could probably jump off or something, or maybe get on the higher rope. And then, just jump up there. It's the inner buildings is what I was gonna say, so, it's easier than anything.
Yeah.
So, jump across.
You think if I jump across here? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's not in the in-between of this spot at the very least.
Oop.
And then just follow this around. And then in there, probably.
Oh. Fuck.
You have to, hit the thing.
Yeah, just gotta
you can
jump
do this,
off there.
I believe you. Just gotta jump off of there.
Just gotta jump off.
Just start looking at the cliff, gotta just jump off there.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, like, oh, I gotta go jump onto the rail.
No, because I need to wall jump off.
Okay, gotta jump.
Is what I meant.
Start running it towards the edge. Let me just. Oh, you were looking at it, by the way.
I was?
Yeah,
Where the
go
fuck
back.
was it? I didn't see it anyway.
Yeah, a breakable barrier.
There's a breakable barrier?
Yeah. If you stand still. Look left, it's behind you basically. See how there's the little flashies to the side?
There.
You can just like slam right through that.
Yeah, there we go.
Have a good stream. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Alrighty. Goodbye, Pickles.
Rest up, young prince.
You got that soul?
Yep.
Soul?
Got a soul now. Let's go.
You just flicker in the background.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Flicker.
Yeah, I'm assuming some of these like weird visual glitches, and also like I did notice the on the where like when the aspect ratio changes like to like the with the black bars on top of the screen. Like there was just like a line of pixels up the top.
I did
like,
actually notice that.
Like that stuff is definitely because like this game is meant to be played on a CRT.
Well, I think it's not just a CRT. I think it's probably Xbox 360 causes issues. I'm pretty certain that is a thing. Like the Xbox 360 is not a perfect emulator of the Xbox original.
Yeah, it is. So it is emulating. It's not actually like
so. It's not a perfect, like, if there may be issues on this that there were not in the original, that is a thing that is just known for Xbox 360 emulation of Xbox original, I'm pretty sure. Some games just work just fine with no issues whatsoever, some just have issues, and
yeah, because some games are just straight up natively supported. Like, that's just how it works.
and some just by chance. But like, you know, some will have like minor issues with however it's emulating the Xbox original. Is what is though, you know.
So, I mean, like some of the Xbox original games are just straight up natively supported in the Xbox. They're not even emulating them.
I have no idea. Maybe.
So they don't dare to get. How the fuck do I get there? Huh?
I'm trying to look at.
Do I go up there?
That's where you enter and leave from.
How do I?
Give me a second. Like
get
spin the
this-
map again.
Yeah, like I'm confused because I'm supposed to be looking at this big entrance to this place, but there's nothing here.
Okay, so there's, that way, yeah, I think that way you can go in probably aerially. Otherwise, there's probably building you can go through.
Okay. It looks like there's another path this way though.
Yes. Okay, there you go. That is definitely a way.
There we go.
Yeah. You can definitely. I think you can go over or under typically with this the area
Yeah,
with these.
this area looks very complex.
Last time we went over. This time
Nice.
going under.
Look at that. That's probably why it lags so much.
A little. Yeah. This area is, I think, notorious for being laggy. I don't think any are too bad, but I remember this one usually. This is a common issue.
Yeah,
I think-
very intense. For
I think actually
Xbox
the
original.
lagging on this, if I remember correctly, actually is an issue, especially for the Xbox 360 emulation of it. I'm pretty sure it's actually also true. It's not as bad on the Xbox original. I remember I looked this up a little bit. I was like, oh, maybe I'll replay it. Oh, that's a thing. Oh, that's cool. Because I didn't even know my Xbox 360 was backwards compatible. Because the one I had originally first, I don't actually know if I told this story. Like, I got an Xbox for Christmas. And it came with like, and this was many years ago, an Xbox 360 for Christmas. I was like, wow, this is so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I finally get to play games. I got Far Cry 3, which is, you know, as was described, Skyrim with guns.
Skyrim with guns.
And so I got Far Cry 3, and then I got Fable 1, 2, 3. And then I put like Far Cry in, and I played for 20 minutes, and then the console just like ate the fucking disc. Just like gobbled it up. I was like, what happened? I tried putting another thing in and it just destroyed it. I was just like, oh, Christmas is ruined.
Wait, so wait, they just like, it destroyed the disc?
Yes, it damaged the disc. It like carved like a fucking like line into the disc.
That's so weird. How does
Yeah.
that defect happen?
Don't fucking know. Must have happened something with the way it was like transported in the mail. Because we got it probably like eBay or something like that because it was back in the day. So it probably came from that. Because we also got it with Fable like packaged with the eBay guys, you know, sent Fable 1, 2, 3 with it. Just as a free like bonus, like, hey, get this with your Xbox, it's cool. And I specifically requested Far Cry 3. But then I was just like, I'm sad. Oh my god, that was the. Oh, have I talked about like how I have like plagues and miasmas whenever Christmas comes around? Plagues and miasmas haunt my house. I just get a pestilence whenever Christmas comes around.
I don't think you have, no.
So I have a question, Ivy.
Yes.
What's the worst sick you ever got?
There was a few years in like middle school going into high school, like a couple of those years, where like first just randomly, like in like the springtime ish, I would just get like a horrible like stomach flu and like I'd be like bedridden for a few days. That was not fun.
That's fair.
That's
So-
probably the worst.
So it was several years. This year, luckily, there was no curse. We were fine. 3 out of the 4 years it happened affected me, and I think for 2 years I was specifically the only one affected. 1 year that it did not affect me, it affected my dog Lily, and that was probably the most scary thing. Was her liver blew up to 3 times its normal size with tumors. And there was no cause for it. It was not cancerous. They took cells and all that whatnot. It was not cancerous. They have no reason why. Her liver just blew up to 3 times its size, and so she couldn't sit down or lay down comfortably because her chest was so swelled and all her organs were being pushed against.
God.
Because the liver's not supposed. Nothing in her body is supposed to end up being 3 times its normal size. That's just a fact. It's just not supposed to happen.
That's just how dogs work.
That's how people work too, yo.
Yeah.
Like, nothing should be expanded 3 times its size, especially not with tumors. So she couldn't do anything, and so we're just like, what the hell is happening? her stomach is hard. It's not like soft. Like, what the heck's going on? So we took her to the vet on Christmas Eve, and they had to do like surgery. It cost us like $8,000, but the dog is a member of the family. Not just it is a member of the family. You can't replace a dog. You get a new dog, but you have not replaced the dog. No. No dogs are not the same. It's just a fact.
Dog fact for you.
Dog fact of your day. It's not. Can't do it. That's just the truth. But so that was 1 year. That was the most recent miasma. Before that, there was one where we got like a stomach bug. And this is the year that it was the stomach bug, where every half hour on the half hour, you would vomit.
What the fuck?
Yes, for several hours. And so, like, my mother got it first, probably brought it home, because she is a nurse for the township. So, you know, she just wasn't more likely, you know, and with more people, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Then
more
my
exposed.
sister and father got it a day later on, like, Christmas Eve, they got it and started dealing with that. I got it at Christmas morning at 12 o'clock a.m. I woke up, I was like awake, and I was just like, oh god, I think I'm gonna vomit. And I come downstairs, my mother's like wrapping a television. She's like, oh god, you've spoiled this pretty bad. I'm like, I think I'm gonna throw up. She's like, oh no. I'm like, oh, yeah, I think it's got me too. Because I was the only person at that point who had not gotten affected by it, and that was everyone in the house was with the frickin' down with the sickness, was just vomiting horribly, constantly. And
Very
so
sad.
from 12 p.m. until 12 a.m. until about
Oh, what the fuck? I went too fast and couldn't get them all?
until about like 3 p.m. 12 a.m. to like 3 p.m. I was vomiting like every half hour on the half hour, and it got to the point where there was nothing in my stomach. Like one time I just like drank
you
like a
couldn't do it
whole bottle
anymore.
of Gatorade because I was just like, I need electrolytes, and then I vomited a whole bottle of Gatorade because there was nothing else in my stomach. And it was like, this was so fucking weird. It felt so fucking weird. There was no puke. There was no like acid or anything. It was just Gatorade back again. Because I vomited up, I guess, most of the stomach bile as well. So it was just like, that was fucking weird. And then I just wake up and I'd try and vomit and like try and sleep for like 8 goes in, 8 go out. That's exactly how it happened. And then I was now like, well, if I drink stuff, I now have something to throw up. So that's not good.
Oh,
but
no.
I probably should drink stuff. And keep my body like healthy and replenished. And so I do that, you know, occasionally I'll drink some water, whatnot. But then like, again, I can't sleep for more than 20 minutes at a time. Because I will then wake up to roll, and I had a thing set. I had this little Tupperware thing, because it got to the point where I'm not vomiting anything. But I just have the Tupperware thing, and I'd like roll out of bed, like go like, do like a roll onto the floor where I had the Tupperware, and just be like, and just try and vomit. But I just couldn't. But I had just prepped. And it was just like, after that like subsided, you know, after like 10 minutes of trying to vomit, after that subsided, I would go and sleep for like 20 minutes, then wake up again. Oh, there's the tape.
Aha!
It would just happen again. It was like, it was fucking miserable. And then it's like, oh, it's all over. I have an Xbox. I'm vomiting slightly less. I don't have an Xbox 360 or Far Cry 3 anymore because the Xbox ate it. I'm going to now cry and I went to sleep at like 3:30 that day.
Fucking destroyed.
At like 4 o'clock, like right after the vomiting just sort of started to go away, I just went to bed.
You fucking vaporized for
You
me
did.
spraying him with graffiti.
I was so disappointed and sad. So that was pretty goddamn rough.
So wait, do both of these go to the same place?
No, one goes to the garage, another goes somewhere else. The Skyscraper District and Faro Park.
I don't know which one I'm supposed to go to.
Whichever you feel like, I guess. I don't know. See if you can go to the next place. If you can, then it's something you have to do.
He told me to go somewhere. I don't know.
I wasn't
like
looking.
Show Street or something like that. He told me to go to.
I mean, you might as well. If you can go, just see if you can go to Skyscraper District. If you can, maybe you're supposed to be there. If you can't, you know,
Whoa.
that's the garage. Actually, yeah. See if he said Cho Street, then it's you would have known if it said Skyscraper or Faro Park. Mm-hmm. So it's probably not that.
I can still check if we can go there.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, but you know.
So that was another year. that was the year, and then I like slept, and I was just sad and disappointed because like my new console and games are just like we have to get rid of them. We have to send them back, and I was sad.
No,
cannot do. Cool. And then like a couple days later, I got an Xbox 360, and it just happened to be one that came with a little like piece of paper type of thing with the console that's like. Enter this code, and you get Skyrim. And I was like, oh, I don't know what Skyrim is. I don't really care. Remember, I saw it in Game Informer. I was like, it's the 5th game of the series, and I've never heard of it. Probably not that good. Specifically, was my thoughts on Skyrim with the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. I was like,
that's funny.
it's the 5th game of the series. Never heard of it. Probably not good. So I didn't give it any the time of day. And then I ended up playing it, and it is my favorite game of all time now.
Very funny.
There was some good,
Very
I guess.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah, some good, I guess, did come out of that horrible time. But those were 2 years. Another year.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all. That's a thing. Another year. I actually can't remember what one of the years what the sickness was, but this is probably the most embarrassing. This is the worst sickness that's ever happened because it's the most embarrassing sickness that has ever happened. This is just your warning to everyone already. I was incontinent for about 4 days for Christmas. That was another year that happened.
Why does this always happen to you during Christmas? It's so weird.
It happened to we're just like cursed, and this was like 4 years in a row. I think we skipped 1 year, and then the next thing happened to her. Then the next year, it was Lily who then got the tumors, and it was like, if we miss a year, some bad. We're getting like. We're getting it
Something
with debt.
is bad happening next year.
Next year, we're gonna get it with debt. With interest, that's the term. We're gonna get it with interest next year. So we missed out on this year, so that's not a good thing actually now to think about it. But I was incontinent for 4 days, which meant if I was not actively trying, I could not control my stool.
Oh.
If I was. And so that's a terrible, that's just awful. For 4 days straight. It was like I had to actively like clench, otherwise it would just seep. And so that's just like a horrible thing. And it was purely just, I had just diarrhea the whole time. And so,
Definitely an interesting conversation while playing this game.
and so this is my fucking life, alright? This is the worst sickness I've ever had because it's the most embarrassing. And so, this is where it gets awful and horrible. Eventually you have to sleep.
Oh.
You cannot be in control of your body when you sleep.
No.
Yep, it happened to me for 4 days. 3 nights, 4 days. There's the nightmare. That's why it's the most embarrassing of all of them. You can put it together, it's not pleasant.
Whoa.
So that was another rough Christmas.
Yeah, it sounds like a very
Yep.
rough Christmas.
What
the Did I hit my head?
I don't know if that's a feature, if
I
it is.
bumped my head?
That,
Hold on.
or you got hit from behind by the bus. But like, I don't think you could hit your head. I've never seen that before. No clue, I'll be honest.
What the
no
fuck has
idea.
happened?
But yeah, that was my nightmare. That was just a horrible Christmas. And then there was another sickness that happened, another rough one. I cannot remember what it was, but I remember it also only affected me. 2 times it was just me. But it wasn't as bad. You ever have a horrible sickness Christmas?
Sickness Christmas? No.
Yeah.
None that I can think
It's a
of.
fun family tradition.
Yeah,
It builds
sounds like
character
it.
and spirit. Makes beds smell bad.
Hayashi is his name.
Hayashi, that's his
Now
name.
we know.
Now we got him. If I could recommend much, I'll say get Dragon Quest 11 and don't get Christmas sicknesses.
Don't get Christmas sick.
Christmas sicknesses are worse by far than
That's
normal
right.
sicknesses. They're worse by far. When I had the stomach bug, that was like torture. Because I could not sleep, and it happened to me at 12 in the morning is when it started. And it happened Christmas morning. There's just like, then I had the one where I was in Conan 4 days, and that was not fun. And another year, again, dog's liver, up to 3 times its size. That's not good either.
They're already bringing in the fucking like tanks and shit.
Hayashi is a psycho.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He is a loose cannon. Even more so than whatever the freaking guy from
Whatever
Jet
the
Set
guy
1 is.
from the first game.
I feel like it started with, if it's Hayashi, the other guy's name started with like a K or something like that, or D.
Maybe.
Nevertheless, hey chat, you ever have the horrible Christmas sickness? You ever suffer like I did?
Yeah,
What was the context? What led into this?
I don't fucking know.
Something, I think maybe because that's how I ended up getting Skyrim. Maybe that was the through line.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what it was. Fucking, I don't remember. It was a while ago. It was a long conversation.
I don't know where anything was. I don't know how we got on this topic at all.
You never do, and it pisses me off.
No, you never do either. So like, I think we're even.
I'm the one who's saying stuff. I feel like I need to actively like try and like send out reminders like, so I'm gonna forget. Here's where we were. Now we're on to another tangent to try and.
Where are the other?
We have to start doing like gentlemen's like things like that to remind ourselves at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's because like that's how I ended up like playing Skyrim and discovering Skyrim. Maybe that was the through line. I don't think that's what it was. That was like one of the things, but I don't think that's what led into it. I'm so confused.
Get destroyed.
Horrible sickness? Maybe. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, that's what the other one was. I had COVID
Oh,
for Christmas.
right.
I had COVID for Christmas. That's what the other year was, and that was just me. We didn't escape this Christmas. That's right. Oh,
Well then.
it was the year before.
All is right.
It was the
All
year
is
before
correct.
we escaped Christmas. This year, I got it rough. I totally forgot. Yeah, this year I got COVID. So, well, it was technically last year at
Ow.
this point because it was December.
Ow!
But I had COVID for Christmas, and I was just trapped in my room, and whatnot.
Dying inside and also inside.
No, it was. I
also on the
I
outside.
really enjoyed COVID. I'll be honest, because
I really enjoyed
work, because it got me away from work, and I did not realize how much work was like killing me until that point where I had like 2 weeks off. I was like, oh my god, I actually needed this. I just played Sword and Shield and coughed and like had a throbbing headache. But like I've had worse sicknesses than COVID.
Yeah.
That said, I'm very, very lucky. A very COVID Christmas. I'm very lucky that it did not spread to anyone else in my house. I was incredibly careful and cautious, and it paid off because my mother and father would be in high-risk categories if they did get COVID. So, because of my precaution, all that stuff, thank fucking Christ, no one else got sick. My sister was not home at the time; she was off at college. So it was like, oof. Luckily, also my house is set up that I just have like a bathroom right next to my room, and it's sectioned off by like a rail from the stairs. So like I had just like my little like corridor, and because there was a scare at work like several months earlier, like back in October, I'd already developed a system. I had like a baby gate and stuff like that prepped. I'd put up that I'd done the first time, and so yeah, I put that up. Got that all ready, and then like we had masks and all that stuff, and I had gloves, and I did not leave the door to my room open if I went to the bathroom. Same with the bathroom, that door was always closed. I never left them open. I would leave the windows, the window open.
Hey.
My fucking guy, holy shit!
I killed him.
He's fucking dead. Oh my god, no!
Let's go.
Hayashi, my man.
Can I just start spraying graffiti now?
And you find out.
Let's go.
Yeah, generally you can now.
There's a solo.
You can. Absolutely.
How
There
the,
is.
how the fuck do I get up there?
Jump.
No, that's not something I can grind up. Where the fuck do I jump from?
So, look back at the building for a second. Go climb up it.
Oh boy. Fuck. Out of the way, bitch. I need to get on top of this building. It's very paramount. Very important.
It's tantamount. And,
Tantamount.
yeah, you missed it.
Here we go.
There we are. Yeah.
Woo. Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Christmas is rough.
backwards.
it taught me. I did not realize how much I needed a vacation until I got 2 weeks off of work because of that, and just got to sit in my room and play Pokemon Sword and Shield and just like stuff like that and Far Cry 5. Because like I was able to deal with it for those. And, like, luckily the way I had it, I never lost my taste or smell, which is typically the worst ones to get because it's not they're gone. They're replaced with this smell of burning and the taste of bad.
The taste of bad.
The taste of like you can't taste anything except there's just the eminent taste of not good and burning probably. I don't know, in your mouth constantly, which is rough. I just got like the headache was the worst thing for me because it was actually like debilitating. I couldn't think, but if I just took like Tylenol or an Advil or stuff like that, most of the symptoms, like the fever, the headache, you know, not the cough of course, but like even the congestion, I think a little bit, like it dealt with those pretty well. And if I just all I need to do is take like if you use the boost, all I need to do is
the boost.
Yes,
yeah,
the boost.
I forgot. I always forget that the boost exists.
That's why I remind you.
Remind me beforehand.
I'm hoping one day you'll figure it out.
No, I'm never gonna remember because it's very unintuitive.
It's the B button. What do you mean unintuitive?
It doesn't like feel correct. I don't know.
To you?
No, exactly.
It makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me. I've never had a problem with it. What was I saying? Yeah. So that was a time. I'll be honest. It also was refreshing because like at the end of it I was like, okay, I am ready to work now. I'm ready to go back to work. And then for a week I was like really pepped and energetic, like I'm working and I'm back in it, let's go. Because there's also like a big emotional thing. It was like, oh my god, I got COVID. It was like if I bring it home, if I get COVID, I bring it home. That's the end of my world because like my parents could die potentially. I got COVID, I brought it home, and my parents not get COVID. I'm like, oh my god, now I have antibodies. So like
now I'm fucking
Christ.
invincible.
Like it really was just like such a weight off my chest because like I was fighting sort of an invisible enemy is how it felt. Like I did not know COVID other than what I read. It was like now I experienced and went through it. I dealt with it and I lived, and the worst did not come to pass. It was just my like fear getting the best of me. Of course, it was completely justified fear, but it was like it was such a weight off my chest and such relief that it was just like I felt like 10 pounds lighter, just from the soul, just from the chest, and the weight on it. You gotta come from the other side.
I don't think. Oh, whoa! Let's go.
I guess you can get from there. Fair enough. Just gotta get a good angle. But yeah.
Come on. Please don't tell me I'm stuck here.
No, you can go backwards, Ivy. What are you talking?
No, but like
Stuck here.
I want to go this way.
Well, if you just go the other way, it will loop around, and you can come back that way. As simple as it can be.
Over.
And so that was the thing I dealt with, and that was definitely like a weight off my chest. It was like I feel like I now know my enemy. It's no longer a visible enemy where my mind can just play all the tricks on me at once, where my mind makes the enemy up, and it's just like it's worse, it's more dangerous, it's death. It is like it's death incarnate. It's like okay, it is disease. Like
it is just
like I'm young, I'm healthy, I can handle this. The real scare again is I'll spread someone. Did not happen. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. And so it was a huge weight off my chest for like a few months. And then the vaccine came out. I was like, all right, cool. Now like there's a lot more. There's like safety, just period. Yeah, that was a Christmas for me. Can't believe I forgot about that one for a minute there.
Yeah. Seems like a weird one.
Especially since we're currently in the middle of said pandemic.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like currently happening.
Currently still in progress. But yeah.
Still going strong.
And was this Christmas. Christmas is only a few months away at this point. So September and it's December. December's Christmas, but you know, it was the most recent Christmas. So you think I'd remember it a bit better. But yeah, that was Christmas time. Something horrible always happens. Nothing good ever comes with Christmas time.
Okay, how the fuck do I get over there?
Do that all you like. It's only gonna give me a headache. Just try boost jump. Just boost jump at it, I guess.
Where? From where?
From where you are. See if it'll work. get, a running start, of course. Well,
Try and get over here.
wasn't exactly where it was now, but I mean, that'll
No,
do.
but now I'm over here.
But now you're lower, though.
Well, now I'm over here.
So?
And I don't have enough cans for a boost.
Yeah. I feel like if you went for it, you could have gotten it, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, I'll try it again. But now I have 20, so I can do it twice potentially.
Yes, potentially. That's correct. How's your Christmas, Ivy?
Was I in Florida? I think I was in Florida.
Is that what it was? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
No,
that
that was
was
New Year's. Was Florida? That was New Year's.
It was Florida. Well, it was Christmas
There you
and
go.
New Year's at the same time. We just stayed there for fucking 2 weeks, and I was miserable.
I feel like it was just New Year's. I'll be honest.
No, it was Christmas and New Year's. And it was not a fun time.
Well, I guess I guess it worked out then because I was not able to stream because I was sick. So.
I was like, what good is being in Florida if you can't fucking go out anywhere? Like, you know?
I thought you were gonna be like, what good is it being in Florida if you can't leave?
Yeah.
You cannot leave Florida.
Like, if you're just in the house all day, like, what the fuck is the point in being in Florida?
It's hotter and there's alligators outside.
Yeah.
So you can.
We
look
went
at
and
them.
looked at the alligators. It was also just
You can
like
look at them through a window.
It was also just like uncomfortable going out and about because like no one was wearing masks and the
Correct.
vaccine was not out at this point.
It was Florida.
And it was very Florida.
Yeah.
And we were all very uncomfortable. He's laughing at me for dying?
Correct. Oh, now's your chance.
Oh,
Speed Racer! Woo!
I did it.
Yeah, so yeah, boost is very powerful. Don't underestimate it. I don't know what to talk about now, I'll be 100% honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
What you been up to recently?
I have been speedrunning and trying to stream and then not streaming.
Yeah, you
And
did
then-
stream a little bit though, which is
and
very
I
good.
streamed a little
I'm
bit.
very proud of you.
And then also I've been drawing sprites for a thing.
Yeah,
Sprites is fun because I get to put
because
pixels
it's
down.
lemon lime flavor.
Yeah, I don't have to like. I just have like it takes more thought, but like it doesn't take as much
As compared to.
skill, I guess.
As compared to.
as compared to like literally drawing something.
Gotcha.
Like, all right, it feels more like it's weird because like it feels more like I'm building something as opposed to drawing something, but I am effectively still drawing something, just at a much lower resolution.
Alright, cool, yeah. Art is art. Legos can be art too.
Legos are art. No, I mean like just like illustrative drawing.
I mean, it is.
Like,
it's kind of
very
like
different.
Legos in that building way, is what I mean, though. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
That's still art, yeah.
I'm gonna see if there's like a hidden path off to the right here
Sure.
that I missed something.
Probably look on the map. It might show you.
Good point. No, this is just a.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I get over there?
Keep going. You're going the right way, I think. Then.
No, cause there's-
Ivy.
Oh,
Ivy, you're going the
okay.
right way- you
I
were
didn't
going the right
see
way.
that part. All right,
So yeah. Porn star. There it was.
4-star.
Yahoo!
Skull.
There you go. Whee!
Let's go.
Yip 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 yip. All right, Ivy, you did. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, I did.
You should be. You done.
I did it.
You
I'm
done
proud of
good.
myself.
And what the hell were we talking? What? I don't know. We weren't talking about anything. That's
Pixel art
right.
is pretty cool.
Pixel art's
I like
cool.
making sprites. Fun time.
What are you making? What are you doing?
I'm making video games.
Oh, that's right. You are doing that.
Trying to at least.
That's a fun stuff to do. We were chatting a little bit midweek. We were just like, we should probably like try and figure out what we're gonna play. For
Yeah.
months beforehand, I was like, I just forgot that was a thing to do. I'll be honest. And so we did that and just talked about stuff about our creative enterprises and pursuits and whatnot, all that. So that's cool. You doing
Oh, there
that?
was actually one thing we talked about. I wanted to bring it up again because I thought it was funny.
What?
Is how like you were talking about like how you're like ridiculously
So
or like
Yeah.
like ridiculously like a devil's advocate And you brought up this one example, like when we were in like
that's right.
physics class or something.
Yeah, it was either
and
physics
you
or
had just
chemistry.
learned in like chemistry.
Yeah, we were in the same class sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
And so, like, we just learned, like, some kind of, like, rule, and this is, like, in middle, like, not middle, this is, like, high school, like, sophomore or junior year, and Ivy's just, like, sitting next to me, and we have this thing where we're constantly, like, rivals, in a way, competing,
For the attention of like the teacher.
and just,
almost.
like, it's like that person,
Because
like,
we're such
we each,
good students,
we
except
each
we don't
strive.
do our homework.
yeah, it's like, we each strive.
But we really pay attention in class and do well on all the tests. We just don't do our fucking homework.
Correct. That's just that's how it is, yo. But and so like the teacher just like tells us something. It's this rule, so it's like, and so you know you might think this thing's like is like this, but if you know because of this math you see, it can't be. You know, it can never reach zero. And then Ivy immediately looks over, like after a minute, like looks over at me. And is like, so Dom, do you think that could ever actually like reach zero and stop? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of think it could. Like, I'm immediately on devil's advocate because Ivy is now like challenging it. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it could. I don't know. Even though I've just within a prior minute learned the opposite from a trusted source, from a teacher, I'm now like, I don't know. That is how bad of a devil's advocate I am. Like, I specifically remember
He will
this.
learn something is physically impossible due to the laws of nature,
Yeah.
and then he will be like, maybe it can be done.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's still. I don't know. I could imagine
There's
it.
a graffiti soul like all the way over there that I need to get
Soul.
now. I need it
It's true.
before we have to leave this area, and I have to come back here to get it later.
You also still have to do things here.
That is true, but before I deal with Poison Jam,
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab that.
All right, fair enough.
I should save too, also. I'm
mean, you can if you want
I'm religiously saving at every opportunity. I don't know why.
I've noticed. I'm like, yeah, you don't really need to save. Not much has passed, but I mean,
not
you
much
can.
has happened.
Yeah, I
I
mean, if
don't
you want
need
to,
to
go
save
ahead.
that much. It just gives me it makes me feel safe and secure.
Well, that's good. That's nice. I'm happy for you.
So it's like just straight down this way. I missed it. Okay,
Oh,
I
yep,
see.
I know where this is
Yeah,
now.
it's like off car.
I remember where this one is now.
So it's like off the side somewhere here.
Yeah, it's off to one of the sides. You will have to boost jump.
Probably.
I'm fairly certain.
Ah! I'm just getting there. You just figure out where it is first.
Yep, it was from the previous spot. That or maybe you could get it from the other side, I don't know, but
Like that also looks like a place.
that might be maybe where the disc is, what do you call it, the tape.
Oh yeah, I
cassette
forgot that
tape
was a thing.
I know you did.
Is there one in every level? And it's
There is one in every level.
Oh wait, that also looks like a place.
That is the same one you looked at earlier.
Is it? No.
Yes, it is.
It's on the other side.
Is it? Oh wait, you're right, it is on the other side. Oh, interesting.
So is there another thing on the other side here too? Oh yeah, there it is.
I guess so. Alright, cool.
Huh. Yeah.
You have options, Ivy.
Tony Hawkins.
Now do something with them.
Whoa!
Steer
Now I'm
rear.
here.
Yep.
Clear, clear. This is a fucking dead end.
You have been pranked.
I've been pranked.
Mm-hmm. Unless there's something down there, which I have my doubts.
Doop.
Bold choice. Alright, bold move. Alright, it's put us back on the path at least. We're on the beaten path again.
All right.
Oh, you know, it's actually something to talk about a little bit.
What? What? Fuck!
Labor Day happened last week, and so because of that, everyone in their mother was like streaming, including you.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was
But also-
even Labor Day.
Yeah, because of that, I was able to watch him stream. So like Penguin streamed, and I saw that. I was gonna say I'm supposed to give him a report on that.
Oh
and
yeah,
all that
you're
whatnot.
not giving him his report.
You
no,
still here,
that's not the
Penguin?
boost button. Fuck. If Penguin is still here,
If you're still here,
your review is waiting.
yeah. Then also you and then Derp were also streaming, all concurrently.
Whoa!
Review you. So,
It was especially funny because like I wanted to stream and then everyone that I wanted to watch stream was streaming. I was like,
Yep.
gotta weigh my options here.
I was like, oh, freaking Gerp. Oh, the boy, he's also streaming. I made a commitment though. The way I was watching, I was playing Dragon Quest 11 because I'm addicted, and then like listening and like watching over occasionally, for the most part, and then like chatting all that to keep engagement and all that whatnot because I think it's just nice and polite and fun. So that's like what most of my thing was. I watched the I think the first like probably 2.5, 3 hours. As I was in, you streamed even longer than we have. Like you did like seven, a little over 7 hours.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you did that. Like you. Because the thing is,
I could definitely play a game for 7 hours. It's just like hard to stream and play that game for 7 hours.
There's a whole nother like can of beans. There's a whole nother can of worms.
Because
you have my respect.
Streaming is like exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird.
It's a tiring thing.
Which is strange considering it's like supposed to feel like more like casual and fun, but it's not. I don't know. It's
it is
weird.
Brain power,
It weirdly takes a lot of like thought.
Well, I mean, if you're someone who's like a little like antisocial or like what do you call that? What are you introvert? Like, of course, it's gonna drain you. I mean, if you're probably like an extrovert, probably you'll be getting something from it. Probably not as much as people just being there with you. So, but like. It's still going to be draining if you're an introvert.
I mean, I find it more draining when there isn't a chat. Like, we were talking.
Well, that's just brain drain.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we were talking about like how, like there was this one time we were streaming for a while and no one was really there.
Yep.
And then like right at the end, we were about to end off.
Mask. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got like a bunch of people showed up in chat and we were like, well, gotta continue now.
One or two people popped in and were just like really like active in the chat, so it's like, well, we just gotta ride this out as long as we can. We streamed for like 2 extra hours, past when we normally would have just stopped fully.
Just because like chat giving you things to talk about is an invaluable resource that just makes it so much easier to go on for longer.
Yeah, if you're just trying to come up with stuff off the top of your head, just constantly, that is tiring. Doing all that to a degree, all that thinking and trying to play a game and all that kind of stuff. Like it can definitely be overwhelming. That's completely fair. Like having now streamed all that stuff and how much of a ditz I am and how I'm not even you know that thing where you can't really see and picture something in your head too easily at the same time. You have to focus on one more than the other, what's in front of you, not walking to a wall and then thinking about a picture of Mario and what he looks like. I have the same sort of thing where it's if I'm having a conversation, my eyes glaze over whatever the hell's happening on the stream, and so I will just miss 20-minute periods of the stream that have happened in game. Oh, have we done this? It's yeah, we did that 20 minutes ago. I'm fuck, that was my favorite part of the game. Shit. That'll happen constantly. Where I've just completely zoned out because I'm just in the talking mode. I cannot do both concurrently. And so playing games and talking all that stuff, I'm wow, that is hard. People always talk about the streamer's curse. I'm yeah, that makes sense just because the Let's Player's curse.
What the fuck is happening? I'm stuck.
Yeah, you got smacked.
Smack that.
It's true, and it's not polite. It's very rude. But yeah, I was talking about that. I was yeah, I guess that's fair, because so much of your attention is now divided, trying to think and come up with topics, all that stuff, or just be charismatic.
And fuck.
Have have a moment, how to exaggerate yourself in a way that is fun and entertaining when you have a reaction, as opposed to us where we just oh wow, well that happened. We do not. We're shit at playing it up and making it look like we give a shit half the time. That said, so you your style I definitely see actually me and Ivy have talked about this. There's a few different styles of
streaming and then
of let's playing and all that whatnot. My family, the sort of the family I sort of ascribe myself to is the Gingrums-ish, where just high energy or high energy constant momentum type of thing, constantly trying to talk about stuff, as opposed to there's a lot of people who are just kind of hey, what if I'm chill, and stuff like that, and I don't really make jokes I'm just people are here for the for the ambiance and for the me being good at a game or something like that. Like a what do you call that? People, a speedrunner. You know, a lot of time is probably not gonna be coming up with jokes off the top of his head and trying to do all this kind of stuff.
What do you mean I lose? Why'd I lose?
I'm not sure.
How'd they beat me?
I think you probably have to spray a thing or something. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably what it is. But what was I gonna say? Coward. They're probably not gonna be because they're too busy focusing on the game. That's fair. There's also just a lot of people who do longer streams. If you see them, a lot of the time, they have clips and all that stuff, but it's one of those things. A lot of their magic is in the editing, where there's a lot of time where just sort of dead space. They'll just sort of lay off for 20 seconds, just read something in the chat, just be like, oh yeah, someone in chat just said this. Do something like that, where it's not they're not doing much of their own. It's just sort of people are here and they're sort of with them. It's a chill thing. It's a lot more
you're just hanging out with with your favorite streamer.
Yeah,
is sort of the idea.
Exactly. But then there's also the game grumps, where it's just constant searching for energy, searching for moments, searching for something to play up and exaggerate, and just jumping for jokes and all that kind of stuff, which is where I've always described myself. What it's the sort of type of humor that's always inspired me, and all that kind of. That's always what I've tried to be like. Of course, I know quite well I'm not that good, even though I don't really watch much of their stuff.
It's difficult to be that good without really putting in the effort in the practice. And
being good at improv, all that kind of stuff like that.
Taking improv classes maybe.
And just even if not taking classes, just doing it and practicing it outside of just this one occasion and whatnot. Throughout the week to build it up and train the brain muscle. That. But it is what it is. I feel like you're somewhere in between that, where I can definitely get whenever you have something to say, it's usually you're trying to go for a moment. When I say a moment, I mean trying to make a moment out of it, boom, you're trying to play it up and make it as as big as it can be, which is the way I try and do things too. And so I see that in your style as well, but also there's the more patience, where it's also fair that you're not always constantly saying something, because you're just the one person by yourself. I still don't know how anyone can do solo streaming.
It's so fucking difficult.
So try going right, maybe.
I think this is the.
Or maybe. I'm I feel like there's something you have to spray paint or something, if I remember right. I don't remember.
No, I lose.
I don't think they were ahead of you before. And so, you occasionally
It might have been when I died. They might have gotten ahead of me, and I just couldn't see.
And it's not my style, but it's a completely normal style to lay off for a second and just be just chill, instead of me where I'm constantly panicking
I'm not saying anything. I need to be saying something.
I haven't said something in 5 seconds, which means I haven't said something in 20 seconds.
Which means I haven't said something in 8 minutes. Oh my god.
My brain will just blow it up in the moment. I'm very much about that. I my brain will blow up dead space way too much. So I can't handle I'm trying to talk about stuff constantly.
See, it's especially weird because I get the same thing, same exact thing when I stream by myself, and even when we're streaming together. But when because I do live commentary when I do my speedruns, just when I'm just recording them without even streaming.
Yeah.
And I'll go for a while without even talking or anything, and I don't know. There's no pressure to talk, I guess, when there's no potential. It's a weird expectation.
The speedrun has its own reason to watch it, even just besides the person. So
that's the thing. It's just when I try to speedrun, stream my speedrun, I then feel more pressure to say things than I would if I was just playing it normally.
Fair enough.
It's
I guess maybe
weird.
Pavlovian response to streaming.
I don't know how to get over that. That's definitely why it makes it so hard to do them.
Maybe, I don't know. But again, it's a good muscle to train. Nevertheless, there's nothing wrong with that style. Again, Ivy when she streams is more like that style, what you do, Penguin. It's more like that, and it's a completely valid style. And I think honestly, it's like the way my humor is, where it's just constantly I have to be talking, I have to be saying stuff, I have to be trying to like make a moment out of everything that I can. Like that style is much more, I think, suited generally to like YouTube. Like that is, again, it's Game Grumps as opposed to stream.
I win. Okay, cool game. I don't know what I did differently that time. Sure.
You just did better.
I just did it better. Yeah.
Thrice was the charm. But
Gaming.
I think that's like, I don't know. It's interesting, like, to sort of like, because that's the thing I was like thinking about, was I was sort of like comparing like the styles and all that whatnot. Now like there's the breaks and then, you know, the shots for moments, all that stuff, like the
See, what's also
hey,
weird.
listen, you know, those
Yeah,
things.
what's also weird is like when, like, another thing that's weird is like when you have people that are like sort of semi-active in the chat.
Yes.
And you like try to encourage them to say more things. It never works. I don't know why. I'm like, oh yeah, what do you think? People in chat that have said things, and it's like,
No one said anything. Am I not good enough to get a response? What am I doing wrong? Why are they not interested anymore? Why have they stopped saying things? And
I don't know
like
what the psychology is.
this just like constant like
Trying to just encourage and all that discourse and all that whatnot, and interact with the you know, all that emergent chat, all that what. But what I was gonna say is I feel like your style is the much more common, much more like
it never works. It's
much
so weird.
Much more. It's the thing for streaming. I think is that more like calm, sort of like laid backish, just like playing a game and chilling. Is the more like standard. It's like the more like streaming one. That's what I think a lot of
Where am I
streamers like.
supposed to go now?
I don't fucking know.
I
Just go somewhere.
have a
I'll
bunch
fucking
of
go.
graffiti souls. Maybe we can change up our stuff.
I mean, we definitely can. You absolutely can do so.
No, fuck! I know what it is. I keep thinking circle is like brakes or something. I don't know why.
I don't know why you think that. 'Cause
It's
there's no
not
circle
this-
button.
The B button, fuck you!
Any controller that has a B button, it is at least universal, for the most part.
No.
Is it?
No.
Actually, wait, let me
No,
see.
it is not universal throughout any controllers.
I know X and Y are always the bane of my existence.
No, like X and Y.
Are
No,
always.
because like on Nintendo controllers, X and Y and A and B are both swapped. Like
Oh,
B
you're
is down
right.
here on a
You're
Nintendo
right.
controller.
Oh, fair enough. Interesting. Sure, why not? But yeah, what else was I gonna say?
M.
Again, I respect the fact that you streamed for like 7 hours. That's like literally insane. By yourself, I don't know how. Like again, we do this. That's the other thing I was gonna say is we do this together so we can like bounce off each other. If you have chat there, you basically have another person. So if we have chat, we have a third person here to bounce things back and forth, and someone can take a break and think occasionally.
Yeah.
You know, when it's like when you like if you're just one person by yourself, like I don't know how to like that's such like that's a thing I've always like respected. Like as
It's very difficult.
like how yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now that like I stream, like that's crazy. That's mental. Fucking mental.
Fucking mental.
Insane.
Absolutely bonkers,
It's like
mate.
we've always just had each other to be able to like back and forth off of, so it's like yeah. Like I've never actually recorded streamed alone so far in my entire history. So like, man, I don't know how the fuck people are supposed to do that. Mental. I assume I would be probably different because I act differently depending on my friends. I think I've talked about this. The way I act with Danny, my brain thinks of different things and goes for different types of jokes and concepts. Like with Danny, I'm always trying to lie. Like lying is just a natural thing when I'm around him. Like it's not as much of a thing when I'm around you or when I'm around Liz. It's interesting.
Hello?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
How we doing?
So, I don't know. If I was alone, if I was trying to stream alone, I guess I probably would have some different mentality. Maybe I'd think of things differently. I don't know. It'd be interesting. If one day I had internet, maybe I would stream myself, but
If
this
you
moment-
had internet.
If only I had internet, wouldn't that be nice? Internet that worked consistently.
It would be really cool.
My internet is currently basically consistently up to like 6 like megabytes, or not megabytes. What's the gigabytes? Is that the one that normally the speed test is ran in? It's up to like those, so I'm like,
I
that's
think it's
fucking
megabits per second.
That's
something like that.
insane. That's crazy. I'll be honest.
I don't think it's actually that
Whichever one is.
crazy, but
No, it's not. It's always like your connection is slow. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, buddy. This is the fastest it's ever been. This is the best. But of course, that is still my voice is cutting out.
yeah, it's megabits.
It's megabits? Alright, cool. So yeah, it's like 6 megabits. I'm like, 6 megabits down. I'm like, that's mental. That's insane.
fucking mental.
This is like the best it's ever been in my entire life. This is crazy. Even though that still means I'm like cutting out occasionally on Discord.
Yeah.
Let alone doing much else. I'm like, this is awesome. Still probably not good enough to stream. Change the camera.
The camera? What about the camera?
Just to avoid lag.
You don't like the only thing you can do is like the camera always goes in the direction that you're moving.
Oh,
in,
fair
so,
enough.
Like, there's nothing you can really do about it. This game doesn't have like camera controls like the remake
I see what you mean, yeah. Oh, fair enough.
or the HD version of the
That's
other
also
one.
right. There's no shadow for those rails for some reason.
No, not
So
that way.
there's no shadow for those rails, so if you grind on them, you just have a floaty shadow.
Huh.
I remember that.
Wait, it's like a weird low poly shadow. Too.
Correct.
Hold on. Hey, look at this. This is funny.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like it's like the collision mesh or something
Something like that.
is what's actually casting the shadow.
It's
That's interesting.
It's cool. I like it. But nevertheless,
I guess it's not something you'd easily be able to notice, especially on like a CRT or something.
No, probably not. But nevertheless, I feel like you would. I'm just not one of those people who notice graphics or frame rates for the most
I
part.
mean, I'm noticing this frame rate right now.
It doesn't like it doesn't bother me. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is happening. Like the only time it bothers me is when recently a couple modern games have started to like impact me, and if I like when I was playing,
He's gonna enlighten me.
when I was playing like Far Cry 5, something about that game, I had to turn the FOV up really high because like, oh god, I feel like a little like sick if I like just pick this up and haven't played it consistently and whatnot.
Oh, god damn it.
Use the steps.
No, it's just like hard. It's like very inconvenient to get up here for no reason. I don't know why.
It's fine if you don't press B.
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Oh, hey, what the?
Teach you the basics.
Teach me the basics.
You don't need to learn the basics, but you can if you want.
Grind? Oh,
You can also change character. Want.
I could.
This is the stuff. Give it a second. Switching.
Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that.
Game's Pog.
This game's pretty pog. Yeah.
Music soundtrack. This is good. Now, what we're talking about. Just ignore him.
Video game.
We were talking about no, we were talking about streaming
We were talking about streaming.
and how that's like. Your stream, I don't know, it's fun. It was just a nice thing to like chill and sort of like I think a lot of here's the thing. Also, a lot of people that listen to Let's Plays and streams are also like tuning out, like in a way where they're just like not tuning out, but they're not fully tuned in, where they're just like vacuuming and or like doing chores or something like that, and so they just have like the headphones in and they're just listening to someone talk whilst they're they're not looking at what's actually going on the screen. So like that's just like a completely that's a common like just normal thing now.
It's
They're just like
definitely
they
a
just
common thing,
watch
yeah.
Let's Plays one on like its podcast. I can't do it because I'm like I'm like if I'm missing out on content, it's like the same thing with like I can't just like if I'm playing an open world game, my life is like I have to 100% the game, and then I can start playing the story. Like, I have to do 100% of the stuff
Basically, yeah.
I can, because I'm, like, so scared I'm gonna miss out on any content. It just, like, haunts me for some reason. It's the same in life where it's just, like, if I'm watching a Let's Play, like, I wanna see the visual content. If I'm missing out, like, I might be missing out if I don't see it. What if there's a funny glitch, or they reference something in the game, and I can't see it because I'm not watching it.
Oh, there's a solely missed.
There's a solely missed. Is
I
this the
need
fastest
it.
way to get to it?
I think so. From here, at least.
Maybe. But yeah. That's
why
just,
am I not
that is
doing
me,
flips?
so I can't do that, but a lot of
Why
people
not
do
do
it.
flips?
Like, I do listen to podcasts a lot, so I don't know what the
I'm
distinction
fucking
is.
like several weeks behind on my podcasts because I have not had a game to play while listening to podcasts.
I
It's
am
been
months.
ridiculous.
I'm months behind because I have too many podcasts now.
Yeah, you have
so
too many podcasts.
I can't
have
keep
like,
up with them all.
I have like 2, 3, and I'm behind on all of them.
Gotcha. And then also I have music that I listen to, so sometimes it'll like instead of listening to podcasts while playing a game, I'll just listen to an album and be like, okay, now I've actually heard that.
Yeah.
You're just gonna walk past that?
Oh my! I didn't see
I
that.
was just like, are you really? You're just gonna just
I would.
ignore it?
I
What the
thought
fuck?
it was like a health thing.
Keep going. You
To be
going for the
honest.
soul.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
We'd have another song for the disco box.
Disco
Box.
bah.
But yeah. Fuck if I remember what I was talking about. No, it's gone again.
No,
Oh, that's cool.
It's never coming back.
Yeah, it tends to be this way.
Chat. What were we talking about?
Chat, what we're talking about? Chat never responds. Oh,
No,
Chat's
it's true.
ghosting me.
It never
ghosting my
works.
texts again.
All right, where the fuck is this?
It was it was up there. Did you not see it with your eyes? Now do a 180 and go up that rail again. You will, if you look at the top of the building, you will see it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think that's that way. No, I was supposed to get it.
yeah. I think you might have to. Oh no, okay, you don't have to come for the other way. Awesome, nice. See if Ivy can figure out this tricky puzzle.
Oh yeah, real tricky. Aha.
Ivy has done it. Ivy has solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
Woo! Number 5. Zombo number 5.
Zombo number 5.
When me and Danny and whatnot were playing Dying Light, that was I just kept referencing Zombo number 5. A little bit of that. I was singing Mambo number 5. I would just sing that all the time because of that. I just had that one little joke, and that was my whole thing for that entirety of that game when we played it together. Very fun game. I don't know if I talked about the story behind that game a little bit. It's a fun, like, it's a game that came out a while ago. It was a zombie survival game where you're in a city, all that stuff. It was well received when it came out. Then it was patched
Then
later
it
on.
wasn't.
There was like, oh, the story's kind of like, all right. Then they patched later on, added co-op and more stuff, and a new story for the co-op thing that was a bit better. If I remember correctly,
Does that guy have a fucking like top hat and shit?
yeah, it's Professor Layton.
Yeah, there he is. It's fucking Professor Layton.
It's Professor.
I'm
Layton.
not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Nevertheless, what the fuck was before Professor Layton, Ivy?
Professor Layton.
What did you interrupt with Professor Layton?
Fuck. We keep doing this.
I was talking about Dying Light. And so, I
Okay.
got that for Danny because it was his birthday. I was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? He loves playing multiplayer games because he's an extrovert. So any chance he can have to spend with people is a chance he wants. So I was like, oh, I'll get a game for him. And so I bought like I bought 4 copies of it on Steam. And I was like, at the party, I was like, Danny, here's one, and then who else wants a copy of this? And I gave it to 2 people, and I tried to give out a 3rd copy because I was like, my computer can't handle this game, so there's no reason for me to have it. They're like, no, you bought the game. Like, you should play with us too. I'm like, yeah, I literally fucking can't, so that's fine. I was like, don't worry, we'll wait. Don't worry, it's all right. You'll get a computer one day, and then you can. You'll be like, well, I've been thinking about it, but that'll be the day. You know? Well, a year later, right around his birthday, I actually build myself a computer and whatnot, and I'm now able to play games. And then on his right around his birthday, we actually get to play the gift I gave him last year, which was Dying Light.
That's fine.
on Steam. We played it. It was 4 people co-op. It was a really fun game. Highly recommend it for co-op. Because co-op it adds a lot to certain games like Minecraft. It just revitalizes it when you're playing with friends for some reason. Dying Light, when you just get to fuck around with friends and look at it and laugh at the funny stuff and all the fun, cool parkour stuff. It's great. It's a really fun experience. But I was just like, that was funny. Like, everyone literally waited a year for me to like actually get a computer, and then we got to play that game that I got him literally for his previous birthday on his birthday.
That's funny.
And the next year. It was cool.
Where do we go? Oh, maybe we're at Crocodile Heights.
We could try.
No idea.
Yeah, enlighten me, please. Tell me where the fuck to go.
Enlighten me, please. I could use a diet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I know how I'll get up there.
yeah, I don't know. Gaming.
Hiya! Let's go
Multiplayer
parkour.
gaming, also fun. Don't remember what I was talking about. I think they're releasing a sequel to that game too soon, so that'll be fun. I'm excited a little bit for that when it comes out, or if it did already, I'm not actually sure.
Abandoned hill time.
That'll be a fun like multiplayer game.
How's
That'll probably
this
take a little
place?
bit. Yep. I
Wow.
tried to remember what it's called. I cannot. There's Shibuya Cho, there's Benten Cho, and then there's
This place.
This place, this Cho, and I don't remember.
Why have we only unlocked like one character so far?
We've unlocked 2.
Have we unlocked 2?
Beat combo.
Does beat count?
Yes, because you unlocked him,
I
asshole.
guess he does.
What are you talking about? You have physically unlocked him.
Huh. It's just weird that there's like I feel like I've played a bunch and now there's like still only like 4 or 5 characters.
But just do more and you'll get characters.
Yeah.
Just give it time, alright?
No, not again.
It's Tokyo To.
Tokyo Cho.
The name of the city is Tokyo To. It's not Tokyo, there's no Tokyo Cho, I believe.
No,
And
there's
so,
no Tokyo
like,
Cho.
I had it in my head Tokyo To, or Tokyo Cho as well, but I was like, no, that's not it, Tom, that's wrong. It's Tokyo To.
Yeah, this is the place where Poison Jam is from originally.
Yep.
In the first game, but they're apparently just fucking everywhere in this game for some reason.
Yeah, a little bit. Except for
strange.
99th Street. That was the Love Shockers.
Were they there?
Yeah, there were the cutscene and all that stuff.
They.
When it first showed you the place.
Okay.
Remember when freaking what's his name did that on it when he was like walking out like court hearing when Bill Cosby was walking out of his court hearing? He just intimidatingly went, hey. And then the people, and then the entirety of everyone was like, "What the fuck? Why did he do that? What does that mean? Why did he just make? What? He's like leaving like a court hearing and shit, and he just made the did the Fat Albert. Why did he do that? That was fun
No.
times to be a
Very interesting time.
yeah, wild ride. Ugh. But yeah. This area is based off that one place in Jet Set 1, is what is.
Is what it is.
I've given a full. Oh, that's right. Have I given a full review of the fucking of Penguin? Shit, did I? Now I don't remember how much I've said.
How much penguin did you?
How much? Penguin, have I reviewed you fully? Do you feel
Do you
reviewed?
feel full review?
How would you rate my review?
Please review my review.
Yes, please rate my review. 5 of 5 stars. I started, then I ran. I tried to make things. I tried to connect things. I feel like I
Into other things.
into like to explain other things because I was like, I don't like to explain certain things. I don't want to sound like rude because I could definitely easily do that because I do that constantly. So I'm like, let me fully explain myself. And so that's why I went into context about how me and Ivy like our like comedic sex streaming personalities are, and then how yours is, because yours is different than mine. So I want to just make sure it's not like I'm like in my head where I'm like, yeah, mine's the best, mine's the right way to do it, and you're doing it wrong. I want to make sure that was gonna cross clearly. It was gonna cross clearly. Other than that, I feel like I only hit one topic, and I'm fucking. Why can't I think of other stuff? I had more to say. Now I'm pissed off. Ivy,
Yes.
how would you rate your own stream?
I haven't watched it back, honestly. Tom, how would you
watch back
rate?
your streams? Though I only was in there. I was only popped in for your stream for like 2 minutes, and then you were like, I need to close this stream down and open it again. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm leaving.
Yeah, it is literally just because the bitrate died several times, and so it was very like desynced from
Yeah.
how it should have been.
Oh, I went on to a tangent where it was more on like the relating to style, where just like it was a good stream. Like I enjoyed the stream because it was good for what I wanted. We're just like, yeah, in that time I was like, I want to play Dragon Quest 11, and then whilst I'm playing Dragon Quest 11, I'm just gonna have this in the background, just like, you know, chill out, whatnot, nothing crazy. I'll of course
Where the
pop
fuck
in
did
and
he
be
go?
like chatting, polite, and all. What'd you say?
How the fuck did you do this?
So this is I'll let you figure it out actually. How would you say overall quality? quality? Great
Like
question.
this? How the fuck did he do that?
So if
I don't know where he
you
went.
ride the grindy, you'll be findy. That's the general rule of the pool. You can do that too if you like. There's a lot of like little like nooks and whatnot, and you can. There's a couple like out of bounds you can get in here. In this
Wait,
area.
it was out of bounds shit? What?
No, there's a couple you can with those little like nooks and crannies you'll find from time to time.
Yeah.
Audio, video. I don't know. I think honestly it was fine.
Yeah, the
Like-
video quality looks fine to me, yeah.
Like yeah, there's no like issues with that. If there was any, it was just a normal thing for like Twitch, where just like oh I gotta decrease it. Probably because my internet was bad, if anything, more than yours. But like,
Yeah, like
they're fine.
That,
Like-
like the thing I always worry about is like audio quality. And you like sounded fine. The game was just like very quiet. But,
Yeah.
like,
I remember on your end you were saying that the game was
yeah,
really
you were
loud.
saying it was very loud.
But for us, I was like, oh, it's quiet, but like honestly, it's not that bad. I can still hear it, and I can read the subtitles if I'm like really interested. It's not like the end of the world.
yeah,
All I want
that's why subtitles are good, and every game should have them. I don't know why some games don't have subtitles. It's fucking annoying.
The game was excruciating. Is that also including after you learned how to play it, or just before, or both? Two of those things were the same option, but I will judge you if you choose one instead of the other. I won't say which one. And I also won't say my answer.
What? What? Just let me up the stairs. God. Volume-wise, no, it
That's
was
right.
not bad at all.
Very strange how that was.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again.
if it was super loud, then I could see why that would be annoying.
Exactly. Again, it was I guess blaring for him, and just not for us. So, why not? Is what is. But yeah, I never had any problems with it really. Audio was fine. You sounded fine. Like you were coming through like just clear. There was actually it was a jarring thing where occasionally you would sound just like Wilner. He was a friend we had on stream. There was
Yeah.
occasionally where you would say something and I'd be like that one word, not everything, but that one word at the very least sounded just like Wilner. And I want to like say something about it, but I doubt you would even remember it because he was just popped in recently. I mean, he's been here a couple times.
Yeah, he was the guy that made the certified Doomster.
Oh yeah,
You remember
yeah.
him?
You know, you were there for that.
Yeah, you
stream,
were there for that.
You played his game a little bit.
Yeah.
He was on the stream before I was technically, so
That is
I
also
can't
true.
say too much bad about him. Like he has seniority to me technically, but
Technically speaking, lore-wise.
exactly that guy. Your voice sometimes reminded me of him. I was like, oh my god, I want to say something. But I just never had like the other issues. Whenever like if I post something, I have a habit. Well, not a habit. I just have a passive. Like my style in just life is passive, as opposed to aggressive or passive aggressive. And so like I can't say something. Passive.
Passive,
Like
passive.
I can't say something directly.
Ow,
Like
ow,
instead of like
ow.
if I'm like, oh hey,
Ow.
can you make me like a soup? I'll be like consciously aware of the soup, and I'll be like, oh, they left the soup in the microwave for too long. I'll go down and I'll go like in the kitchen and loudly like do something to draw their attention to the microwave instead of just saying, hey, the soup's in the microwave, or just take it out myself. I'm a very passive person. And so that's how that usually goes for me. And so like if I'm going to say something, like I have to figure out a way to say it. Usually if I'm like when I make a joke, there's a bit of like truth and honesty in the joke. It comes from a place of like sincerity. And
Oh, get
generally,
off of
I
me.
want to like put this idea out there for us to acknowledge, but I'm going to just phrase it as a joke, whatnot for some reason. That's just the way I am as a person. I have to do that stuff. So like, whenever I'd say something in chat, I was like, oh, I have to be like, it has to be joke wise. It has to be like funny or goofy. It has to be something. I can't just say something. And so like I was like, oh, you probably won't get it, so I didn't say anything. But I was like, I remember I was thinking it the whole time. That was just me. I'm talking about more. Here's the thing. I'm great at talking about myself.
That's true.
I'm horrible at talking about other people or letting other people talk. I'm great at so like I'm trying to talk about you, and I just talk more about myself. I don't even remember what the through line is or how I was planning on connecting it. I'm just like, I'll just keep talking about myself, and eventually I'll remember how I was supposed to talk about you. And I just end up talking about myself. Oh god.
Very
I'm
funny
fun
how that
parties.
works out.
Yeah, streaming has just made this a quality of me. This was not an issue before. It's just because of streaming, this has become a quality.
Oh my god.
What was the through line? I'm pissed. I don't remember. What?
Alright. Up
It'll
here,
eventually come back
jump,
to me.
Jump. Jump! Let's go. Oh, now what the fuck do I do?
Go get this soul.
What?
You got a graffiti soul.
I got the graffiti zone.
Got the graffiti soul.
Got
So follows the steps in reverse, I think. Or no, wait. Oh no, do follow this way. That's right.
Yeah, this looks like the way to go.
I was like, the stairs are probably going up and pointing you. That's right. I'm thinking of a different spot, slightly
I
different.
missed some stuff.
Correct.
Where the fuck even am I? This place is enormous. What?
So
Or am I just like under the terrain? Oh, I'm under the terrain. That's why it looks weird. Okay.
so it's not you. There's just stuff on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why is my cursor so tiny? Fuck.
Fair enough. Ivy, what have you? How have you been? How you been doing, Ivy?
Where am I?
You know where you're right. At,
What?
You're at the pool, like what the place with the statue, basically. I think, right?
Why am I down here? What?
I don't know.
I was like all the way at the top, but now I'm at the bottom.
Just go climb up. You didn't. It's not that far.
Started at the bottom, now we're here. What the fuck happened?
It's mostly vertical. And you actually did not go that far.
Yeah, I
Follow
just
left.
have to get back up. Shit. Fuck.
Indeed.
A lot of pigeons.
A lot of pitch.
Woo! Woohoo!
And then
It was probably because there were
Alligator.
like so many like roadblocks in the way that it felt like I went way further back. than- Shit!
you did
Whoa!
a lot of circles.
Ah!
You made a lot of circles and just like did a lot of like hitting the sprays
There
and
was a
stuff
lo-
like that. So that's why it felt, I guess, longer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yo. I gotta say, I really don't care much for this, like, this graffiti system.
I'm fine with that. I like it. I always liked it better than Jet Set's.
See, like, I specifically don't like it because, like, it's just not, like, you'll be going at a speed usually that's faster than you can spray, so
Yeah.
you'll just, like, miss bits of it, and it's like, that's so annoying. I don't like it.
I don't know. Because I mean, like in
Like, I
Jet
would
Set,
be-
it also just stops you, like wholesale. So like,
Well, it stops you wholesale if you. But
you're not gonna miss the single one in this either, though. So
I don't know.
just the big ones. Like I've always preferred this way a bit better. I think myself.
I don't know. I think I just
But
like
it's
the.
just I just
I
like
think I also
like
just like the
first
risk
one.
reward of you have to stand in place and there are dudes that are chasing you. You have to like get the graffiti on it all at once, and you have to like plan out your routes, like because like the enemy waves will change depending on how much graffiti you put down.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go get all like the hard stuff first, and then go do the easier to get like
Well, again,
sprays.
that's level based. This is zone based. Like
Yeah,
this is
like this game seems much more like open worldy, kind
Yes.
of like focused. Like you kind of just move from one place to the
Jet
next.
Set 1. You play individual levels.
Yeah. it's more level
This
focused.
is you just have like zones you can go back and forth to
Yeah.
and stuff. Where you going?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed
You
to
weren't
go.
done back there.
Was I not? What the fuck was I even doing here?
Go back to where you were. Just keep making forward progress.
I
is
don't
the
know.
gist.
I don't know which way is forward.
Just take it. Not that way. Well, I mean, you can go that way.
I can also just fall to my death. That also works. And now I'm down here again.
I guess probably it makes sense because you climb out of the river, so you'd be at a lower elevation.
Yeah, just melt away.
I guess we can leave. Okay, gotcha.
Actually, there was some stuff down here that we missed.
This is, I think, A stuff.
A stuff.
Maybe?
Well, there's a blue. Where the fuck is he? He's like on top of the building or
Oh,
something?
probably. That's probably where they are, yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing over this
Oh,
way,
it's on
so
Jan.
let's get that at least.
Alright, fair enough, why not?
Oh, there it is. It's just a single thing that I missed.
I guess so.
See, like, that's what... I don't know.
That would be no different from Jet Set 1.
That wouldn't be
That
that
would be-
different, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I'm the pedantic one. I'm the nitpicker.
I am.
Ooh.
bombs in my picture.
You know, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your nets.
No.
That's the truth.
Fuck! Why'd I jump? Well, now I'm here.
Well, you felt like it. Careful. Watch it.
Well, now I'm here.
Now
I
we're
don't know
here.
what any of this is accomplished.
I don't have I don't really have an idea either. But bold. All right, I like it. All right, cool.
Damn it! Now we're right back at the start.
That is true.
Okay. How do I get on top of the garage?
On top of the garage.
Atop
that thing.
Atop the garage.
So you had the right idea originally, where you're just using these things to get up there
Yeah, I just
You had
like
the right
went
idea.
the wrong path or whatever.
and jumped and stuff like that when you didn't
Ooh.
have to or something. I think you frivolously jumped.
This level is very interesting the way it like plays with the verticality. Very different from like anything in the other game.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The other game. Fuck. It's just like not something I'm very used to.
Fair enough. It is what is.
Does he get up there?
No.
somewhere? It looks like I have to get up there for something.
Maybe there's a soul up there eventually, but I don't think there is one currently.
Okay, now I think I'm going the wrong way.
I'm pretty sure it's just on top of there. Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
So
How do I fucking get up there?
use the freaking power pole things?
Ah, okay. So
All
yeah, I
there is
guess
to it.
go up that way, boost, jump, and hope for the best. Whoa! I didn't even need to boost,
Yeah,
honestly.
probably. Nice. Oh, it's not poison jam at all.
There she is.
It's rocket tits apparently. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't
that-
know why she has a bullet bra.
I don't know what's going on with that either, or why it's over the clothes, but
Yeah.
it is.
It's definitely true. Where the fuck did she go? Come back.
She went that way generally.
Now I gotta find her again.
Yeah.
Cool. All the way fucking down there.
She went. Yep. She went this way. Good.
Can't let her get away. I need her.
That's nice. All right. Cool. That's not threatening at all.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Her name's Ride in this game.
Yeah, it's
A
weird.
Rid.
I don't know why they named her
Rhythm.
Rid.
Ride.
Well, I guess it makes sense because her name is Mew from music in the first game.
I've always
But,
said Ride though. I'll be honest.
yeah, her name is Rid.
I will still probably say Ride. It's just in me. And also, I think it's funnier.
She's writhing.
It's just
pain.
it is just funnier, yeah, exactly, for that reason.
Wait, you went this way and just jumped.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Lock it.
No, duh. You can't like change the camera at all, so it's like hard to like when the camera
Pop it.
suddenly looking like turns like that. You have to like be expecting it.
Up to the right, over the fence.
Oh, okay. There he is. Yeah.
Ooh, aisle 10.
Let's go.
I love that song. How we doing?
How we doing?
Meant to be
This is
stated.
stated.
I'm hesitant to look at my topics because I'm like, there's so many things I want to say that are eating at my brain, and if I look at something else, I'll probably just forget and never come back.
Well, what do you have to say?
No, just more stuff about Penguin all that
Oh,
whatnot.
then say it. Why not?
Because I don't remember it.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember it. That's the whole thing. I'm
Oh.
like, fuck. What was it?
Fuck.
There was more I wanted to say. Damn it. I'm like, if I start something new, it might be gone. You figure something else out though. What do you got? What do you got cooking?
Let me, I'm thinking. Hold on. I'm also playing a game, so I can't really be thinking. Whoa! Shit. And I can't pass it off to you, because then we would be clickbaiting, and that's no good.
It's fair. So wait, we did get Writhe, right?
Yeah. I'm
All right, cool.
I just haven't gotten to a save point to switch.
Neat.
I think there's one over here somewhere.
Is there? Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
there
Cool.
it is.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What? Yeah, see, there's like a whole row that we're missing now.
We'll come back to it later. We might not even have to really be at this area yet, so who knows?
Fucking go. Yeah.
Covering graffiti.
HQ to all cars. The youths are in Rokaku Dai again. All officers are advised to patrol their districts more vigilantly.
Film
Blender.
Oh, Blender?
Blender.
Wait, are you making like 3D models?
You know what I was thinking?
Or
of?
are you like just making things in a blender?
Yeah, I'm like, fun fact, do you know who the Stooges are? Not the Three Stooges, but the Stooges, the band?
I know where the draw distance is though.
That's not the question I asked. Don't dodge the question I asked.
What about them?
They are a punk band.
Yes.
The lead singer, Iggy Pop, when they were first starting out, he took a blender and a microphone and combined them and called it an osterizer and played it as an instrument. Played a blender basically as an instrument with a microphone.
Oh fuck. What? I clipped out of bounds and died!
You did not clip out of bounds.
It looks like it.
No, that was an open. That was an open.
There's just like open. There's
Yes.
an opening in between the buildings.
Correct.
so
There
weird.
was. There's a few of those. Some of them have ledges to catch you. Not all do.
Well, okay.
There
I
are a
didn't
couple
initiate
like
that,
out of
sure.
bounds things in here. That I know is that. I know that is just a part of the level.
Okay.
There are certain like parts where you get caught up or trapped and then like end up dying because of that, as you did.
It is, I gotta say also it is like very weird in this game how you can just like walk up to like a pole and just go completely vertical. Like it almost feels like the momentum just does not matter at all ever. Because like in the first game, if you're trying to go up like a slope like this with no momentum, you just can't get up. You need actual like speed to actually to get up there. Those are the things there.
I mean, if you're slow, you're slow. But this game is just it's more freeform with that, with the level design.
It's just very weird to me.
Fair enough. It'll never bother me, but that's cool. I remember I was playing around with with Illustrator. There's so much I want to do with Illustrator and like Photoshop. I want to learn how to like actually make and be able to design maps and stuff like that, make it look cool. I was doing a little bit of that earlier, and it was one of the things I needed podcasts for. So it was always good. That said, I'm still so backed up on podcasts and albums I have to listen to and shit, and I'm like, god damn it. I wish I had free time like I used to back when I was in like college and school.
Let's go.
It was so much easier to just listen to nonsense all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love messing with the NPCs like this.
I'm glad you're having
They
fun.
just fucking flail about.
What was the thing?
What was? How is?
What was we talking about before? Nah, I don't remember. Oh, I was talking about because you're doing Blender. I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
I always want to do more art stuff. I always think about that. And I'm like, if I could do art, that would be cool. Too bad I can't do art, and I'm not good at
Can't
it.
go this way.
It's always something.
I'm stuck.
It is always something that like I always think about it. Like, if I could do art, it would probably like change a lot and make like because I do a lot of story writing things like that. So being able to design characters instead of just like think of backstory for them. It's like any character I ever designed, like that's how I guess that's how my brain just don't like.
Oh, Tom, should we
Catch
talk
it.
about the idea we were talking about for your story?
Nah.
No? You want to save it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Don't think
figured.
about it a little
I just
bit.
figured I'd suggest it.
I thought that's actually what you're gonna talk about when you said we are gonna bring something from the us talking earlier.
Oh no,
I was like, oh, I guess you're gonna bring into that.
no.
So I actually was preparing to lead into it a bit. But yeah. What was I don't even remember. I'm lost again. Damn it. Fuck.
Oh no, we're losing it. We're losing it. Shit.
losing it.
I'm losing it. I'm losing at the game.
That's nice. Oh, I always want to do more art. I'm just like, man, if only I could learn, if I could just like sit down, like start practicing on that and just like focus in on that, I think that'd be a really fun outlet for me. Like I like drawing maps and things like that. That'd be cool. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Designing characters. I do a lot of story writing and things like that, and I come with character backstories, but like I just don't like design characters and know what any of them look like. When I read a book, I never have a set idea of what characters look like, and it never also has to do with whatever the book says. Like the guy's like, oh, the guy has like, you know, black hair, long black hair. I'm like, he has white hair.
He has
Like,
white hair.
my brain will just put its own idea. I'll just forget what the description of the character was. Like that stuff never like clicks with me.
Descriptive writing just does not like. I don't know why. Like I can never understand it. Like when like a character is being described as like, oh, they have like a stout nose and like oval shaped eyes and like what? Like it just doesn't even register what any of it means. And
Yeah, protruding beady eyes. That,
yeah, like that type of shit. I'm just like, what?
That stare at you like a radish, and I'm
What?
like, I don't get it. I get
don't-
it's poetic.
I don't know
and
what it means.
I don't
what
understand.
Are you saying?
I don't
Oh, like up here. That's where it go. I found it. I found the way.
Took you long enough. I was like, just look around there. I was like, you've done this like in 3 separate areas where you've had to like, just grind up 2 or 3 things and hit billboards, and then you're free. I'm like, you can handle this. I totally forgot what we were even doing eventually because we got so like lost from this place somehow.
Yeah, I just fell down and had to get back up, and then I got distracted by all the other things that I had to do down there.
I mean, we got ride out of it, so that's something.
Yeah, we did get right that, so you know, it was worth something.
You might have missed the back part. Yep.
Did miss the back part. That's why I was turning around.
But no, yeah, definitely. I also cannot. It's
There's a
also it's
graffiti
hard for me
over
to
there.
parse.
Wait.
Much harder for me to remember. Yes, it's much harder for me to remember.
Ah.
And I will just imagine my own thing.
That's
but
a lot
also,
of dudes.
whenever I think and imagine characters when I'm reading a book, I never picture a face. Like I never picture a concrete or like well-defined face. It's always just sort of like blank. There's like the idea of maybe a face, but I don't have any. No, not even. Like,
Yeah, I don't even.
it's like I just get no pictures. I'm like, I wish I had like that like artist's like brain to be able to like even think of those like aspects of like characters and shit like that. Like it just does not even come to me at all. Like not naturally, not at all. Not
Ow!
nothing.
I don't have enough cans.
It's true.
I need more cans.
You have more
Ouch!
cans.
Get off of me!
You now have more cans. You now have more cans. Back. Hey, hey. Okay.
Oh. Well, he sealed his own fate. Don't kill him.
I'll say actually, the only exception to I was talking about earlier, where I need to like I can't watch a let's play and not I can't just listen to a let's play and not watch it.
Yeah.
The only exception is our streams. Like I will just listen to it back. That's the only exception, and I'll use that as a podcast from time to time.
So tired. Oh, I'm so tired.
Just gonna fucking shoot his fucking dumb ass. So tired of this fucking bullshit. Get him. Get Hayashi. Yeah, get fucked. Woo! Oh, fuck it. Is this Sibo model? I think it is. Birthday.
I like this.
It
I like
is
this
life.
graffiti. It looks cool. I've always liked this style of like drawing eyes.
Yeah, you would say that. It looks like an alien.
Anyway.
End of statement. I want to do more art and don't. And so I respect that you were doing Blender. Was the gist. Before I got.
Blender is cool.
Whoa.
I tried to learn Blender at a point, but like.
They said Wilner was cool.
Yeah, Wilner is
I was
cool.
like, Wilner is cool. I was like, you fucking misheard me. Shoes on the other
You fucking misheard me.
Correct. I was like, shoes on the other foot now. What a twist.
Oh ho.
Who would have seen that coming?
I'm dying.
I'm sorry.
I need to
but-
get this graffiti sold down here somehow. Fuck. Where am I?
I don't know. Oh no, there we are.
Ah!
Bold choice. If you hit B, you might have been able to save yourself. Well, I mean, you just ended up exactly here anyways.
Yeah. Jack fucking mate.
The shoe's on a foot, but the shoe isn't a shoe, and it's not on a foot. And the shoe is the shape of his nose is shaped like a shoe, and as black as coal soot when off of a miner's sleeves, just like the like the insides of his eyes.
I always forget. I always get turned around. I think. Wait, did I go back through this, or are there two of these?
His hair was
Are there two of
wispy
these
and
buildings?
raspy, just like that of a raspberry. If an idiot was the one who was painting it. I just don't. I can never get character writing in book. Character descriptions always do go over my head as well.
Yes.
Are confusing. I think it's just the way it is. Off a miner's shoe. He picks up the shoe and goes, achoo, because he sneezed.
Oh,
What a
wow.
sad story.
What? What? Let's go.
Cross the rocket 360.
Oh, fuck.
So where's the soul supposed to be compared to us?
I think it's by where that save point is, but like around
Not
the corner.
good.
And didn't go that way.
That one does have a rail to save you. Not all will.
What the fuck?
Just catch more to the side, catch more to the side. Why did you go to that side of all?
I was trying.
Should've
I
gone
was
for the rail.
trying to hold back so I wouldn't go as far.
You should have gone for the rail.
Oh my god.
You're already going.
Dude, wait. I think I just turn around from here and don't go in a circle accidentally, and then I should be good.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, like this is. Yeah, I keep accidentally like, because it points you in the other direction, and I just keep going in the wrong direction.
I
Every
mean, it's an
time.
open level, so there's no like, you'll go as you will in a way.
I know, but like.
It's
yeah,
not like there's like a hard and like fast rule of like, you will always go this way
Why
and
does
that
it
way.
send you down when you land on it like that?
Because the angle you're hitting it at, I think.
But like, it seems like you're supposed to just, continue on by landing on it.
I think
like
also if you hit the upper part of it, you might go up. If you hit the lower part, you might go down.
Yeah.
I think that might also potentially be it. I'm not sure. So where's the soul compared to us?
I think it's this away.
Hmm?
Yeah, because like I think I saw this path over here,
Yeah.
but it looked dangerous, so it didn't go down.
Worth a shot. Good luck.
Oh yeah, it's 100% that way. 100%.
As time goes on, I think more souls get
Oh.
available in areas and stuff like that.
Whoa! Okay.
Yep. All right.
Alright,
Second
cool.
time's the charm. Second time's the charm.
Alright, I just have to make my way all the way back up there. Mm-hmm. Why did you send me that way?
The direction you were facing when you went up was that way. Nothing you can do about it. That's just the way it is.
It is true.
It's exactly
Oh,
how
this
we do it.
level. Oh, this level.
Don't worry, Ivy, you can handle this. If you need help, I can always handle it for you.
No, that's not how it works. I'm a gamer. I have principles.
You know what else has principals? Students.
Oh, you're right.
They have a principal, and then they have a vice principal. And a superintendent. Nevertheless, I've never met an attendant who's really that super.
Oh yeah.
Sting criticism of the American economy of these days, the American society and culture. How you doing, Ivy? I'm glad to hear it. All right,
Okay.
you ready for this one? Go.
Ah, dude! It's so fucking. Like the camera turns exactly at the moment that you need to jump, which is like so.
You still
It's so
just jump.
difficult to react to.
No, yeah, that is a fair criticism. It is difficult. I'm just used to it, so it doesn't I'm like I understand it. I understand that like you're new to it, so fair enough. it's you have to get used to it.
I don't know, I just don't feel like it was like this in the other game. That's why I'm like,
Maybe it wasn't.
I need to replay the other game after this, honestly. It's been a while since I played Jet Set.
Fair enough.
Oh, and down we go.
Maybe it is just if you land on the upper half, it's up, down, or half is down.
I had no clue.
I don't know.
Figure it out one day.
It's always been something. But I can always tell, like, oh, it's not gonna work. Don't know why, but I can always tell it's not gonna work.
Oh no. No, it's not.
Now.
Yeah. There it is.
Ooh! You got graffiti soul.
Is this guy like fishing in this pond? Yeah, these guys are like fishing in this fucking tiny pond.
Also, probably sewer poop water.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Oh!
Good job.
Oh yeah.
I'm impressed that you made it back.
Fuck.
More so than you made it there.
More so than I made it there.
Yeah. Making it back is, I think, more difficult.
Fuck.
See if you will be able to make that. I did not have. I had low hopes.
Nearly enough speed.
I had
to
doubts.
save.
We made so much progress, of course.
Oh yeah.
And by that I mean we have gone in so many circles.
So many.
It would be a shame if we lost the data of all these circles.
Oh yeah. It's true.
Now there's, I think, one more spray we have to get
Yeah.
before, and then we're done.
Dunzo.
Correct. That's the one.
Donneroni and pasta cheese.
Nope, you're overstepping your bounds a little bit with that one.
Oh,
Good job, good job.
let's go.
You're getting the hang of this level.
It's like a simple pattern, but
Yes.
it's just hard to react to it like on the fly because of the way the camera turns. Where the fuck is this thing?
I mean, it
Not
could
this
be,
way.
Yeah. Could be.
I don't know why there's so much stuff up here if there's only one.
Could be a like cool spiral tower, maybe. I don't know.
Oh. Get off! Get off! Oh, I boosted on accident.
Get ready to spray. Wahoo!
Hit it from behind because I'm just that legendary. I didn't even look. Her dance is very
Yeah. I never played as any of the female characters in this game, so I'm not. This is all news to me. That they are all strumpets. Apparently.
Yeah, I like exclusively played as Mew in Jet Set 1, so like.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. That's what we've actually talked about before. Is like I prefer to play like male characters in video games because I'm able to like get in the head more and be able to like. Because like I can't story write as with female characters even. It's harder for me because I have a problem. I talk about this with Danny and whatnot.
Am I supposed to leave now, or is there something down here? No.
We probably we're done for here for now. We can
Yeah, I think
we'll have to
just
come back later. But like whenever there's like if I like add a special character, like just like a white male is just like the standard default character, and it's easy for me to like be able to like write and put stuff onto.
Oh, this is an invisible wall.
You've done
Well,
stuff.
I've definitely done this to myself.
You've made mistakes.
No, I can get back. I can figure it out.
It's one way to handle it. And so if I write like a female character or a gay character or a black character, I'm always like, it has to be a character with specific, with intent. It has to be a good character. I have to do it well. I have to do it justice. I have to do it right. I can't just like do it just for the heck of it. That's the way I always am about it. Like I have more trouble like being in the mindset of those characters because I'm not, I'm not gay, I'm not female, I'm not black, I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm white, I'm male. That's easy for me to do. And then straight people are what most media is and has throughout history been of. So I'm very exposed to that stuff. So I can handle that a bit better too. But like whenever I write for like those kind of things, it's always difficult. And so for the same thing, like it's harder for me to get into the mindset if I'm just playing as a female character. Even if, like there's nothing to get in the mindset of. Like it's harder for me to put stuff over it, like my own character, my own story, my own this or that is also harder. I remember I explained to Danny and he was like, I don't know if that's a good thing. I was like, yeah, maybe not, but it just is. Just empathize, I guess, more. Technically.
What does he have to tell me?
The basics.
Does he have to teach
the
me the basics?
tutorials. He can if you want.
What is the mystery tape?
I don't know what I was talking about. but must not have been important. We're on take a break.
Oh, oops. I'm just chilling out with my pal.
I mean, we're basically 3 hours.
You're gonna... Yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Take it easy.
How we doing?
I love that the idle animations of every character is just like a fucking... They just start jamming.
Yeah.
It's the best.
So, are we?
I guess so.
All right,
Why
cool.
not?
We're about 3 hours, so I'm gonna go put this on a break. We'll be playing some music, and then we'll be back with Pokemon Poke Park with Pikachu
Pokemon Poke Park.
for the Wii.
Goodbye.
Pikachu Park.
We'll be right back.
You won't want to miss it.